YouTube. Steve, thanks for that reminder. I appreciate it. Let's do some quick hellos. Now I'll tell a story or two, we'll play some little games, and we'll get back into our playthrough of Stoneshard, a game I almost played while I was not here with you. I really want to play the Stoneshard today, but I did not play it at all the past few days. Our playthrough waits for us to explore together. Hello, Slivers! Slivers says it's Spracknell's birthday. Friends, please say happy birthday to Spracknell. And from me, Spracknell, thank you so much for spending part of your birthday with us here. That's very cool of you. And yeah, hopefully Slivers is treating you right on this your day of the birth. And happy birthday, sincerely. Good seeing you today, Unnamed Comet. Hello, Farinanthus. Here very, very early. Good seeing you, Pharaoh, as always. Marks, how's it going? Welcome on in, George. Hello, Caffeine Pilot. Sorry, Caffeine Fiend. I read two names together. Caffeine Fiend, hello, my friend. Thank you, Marks, for the resubscription. I appreciate that. Hello, Grulon. Good seeing you. What's good, Dark Crystal? Hello, Reflex Flug. It's good to see you, my friend. Steve, hello, Cortraption. It's nice having you here. Jim, what is up? It's good to see every single person. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi with me. I know that I stream less frequently. There are other streamers you're watching and engaging with, and that's good, but it just means the world that you'd stop by and say hi when I go live. Now only 3 days a week. Oh, the numbers keep crumbling. Down. But yeah, a couple good days for me. Got a lot of research done the past few days. Some thinking about next semester. I picked up a bunch of books about, never mind. I picked up a bunch of books about a subject I need to think very hard about, that's going to lead to some booing in the class, I believe, namely contemporary conceptions of capitalism and all that good stuff I don't know much about and I need to learn so I can teach it next term as part of a bigger class. We'll see. There are other streamers. As I said before, I have not watched a single streamer so far this year, and it's nearly August. Very good, very good. If you've also not watched any streamers except me, gosh, I thank you. Thank you. The streamers mean nothing to you. We got the real thing here, comma, baby. It's all good all the way. But yeah, a couple good days. Yesterday, I spent time with my peer mentor, with whom I'll be working on a first-year course in the fall. The first couple meetings with this person I'm working with are very much a, let's set our rapport kind of event. So kind of open conversation about her school experience and how I got to Japan and all that good stuff. And we're setting the rapport very well. Perhaps a little bit too well. Because yesterday, out of nowhere, she's like, I want to tell you about the first time I smoked weed. And so I appreciate that this young woman, this is a junior, I believe, wants to be open with me, but I realized something had gone too far when we went from just getting to know each other to here's how I broke the law when I was 16 years old. And fine, cool, whatever, but I think we've gotten to the point where it's time to start doing substantial work together instead of chit-chatting about life and misdeeds and so on. But I'm glad she feels comfortable with me. That'll be very good. This is a one credit course I'm teaching on, I think, Wednesday afternoons in the autumn. Sort of a transitional class to help students get into their first year at college from high school and talk about things like how to know where counseling is on campus. Very, very informal kind of class. It's meant as a sort of homeroom where these 25 students can feel comfortable and express their concerns. It's not quite group therapy, but there'll probably be some moments like that where the students talk their way through, their concerns and how the experience of coming to college has been for them. And it's cool to have in that classroom a slightly older student who can speak from the perspective of someone already taking classes and so on. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely not the kind of class that I would normally teach, but it's part of my current contract, and so I'm happy to meet all contractual requirements as it goes along. But I'll have stories for you about that in the autumn. Other than that, like I said, it's a final exam day. I realized this morning I didn't know what time the final exam actually met. I knew it was afternoon at some point, but 4:30 p.m. is that one. And hopefully it gets done with few issues, and then we get into the grading mines pretty hard between now and next Friday. I have another final paper for the other class coming in on Monday morning, and I'm excited for it. It's students writing about particular conceptions of utopia that, that they wish had been in the class, that they care about. And so one student's writing about utopian themes to be found through dystopian ideas, and I love that so much. One student is writing about alternative forms of government that might lead to different outcomes than what we have. Fine, good. We here being Western liberals, all that good stuff. One student's writing about pets inside of utopian culture, and how is it that the utopian communities deal with people who like pets or don't like pets. It's sort of a conflict issue, meaning to look at harder questions about compromise and about mutual understanding, and what can be done. What can be done to help people get the things they want out of their societies without just retreating into a sphere of privacy? And I think it's really interesting to think about. Now, with that said, when she gave her small presentation on this, I asked her the question of, have you thought about all of this from the animal's perspective? And her eyes widened more and more as she realized, of course, that she was thinking from our perspective. And that's fine, and that's good. And there's lots of reasons to do that, and you can make a great argument, but she realized she has some thinking to do. So I can't wait to see how she presents those thoughts. It's going to be good. Are the students writing the paper, or is it their AIs? Oh, gosh. Yeah. These students have given me work throughout the semester, showing their initial idea and then a little research statement paragraph with some sources, and then they give me an outline, and then they give me an in-person presentation with other students, and now they're giving me papers. And so while it is possible that at every single step along the way, I've been talking to my good friend Claude, I think there's less incentive to have the student or have the AI write it if you've already done some thinking yourself. Or I need to believe this going in, or it feels real bad, man. That said, I'm sorry to the mathematicians out there. It seems that all of your jobs are not needed anymore. Back to teaching arithmetic and statistics for you. Because it is the case that I saw all those conjectures being disproven, etc., etc. I know nothing about mathematics. I know nothing about AI except quite sensational stories presented to the news media about possible Fields Award prizes being Field Award problems being solved by the LLM. So who knows? You've never been here for a resorty conversation about AI. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it. I don't have anything terribly interesting to say though, other than I think the substantial use of these kinds of programs or algorithms or whatever in fields like mine lead to a reduction or destruction of what I am trying to do in my classes, namely, gosh darn it, think some and have an original idea and take some risks. Unfortunately, is replaced by ask an interesting question of the machine and then turn in the paper they give you. So there's not much more to say though, other than I haven't found a great way to implement these programs and algorithms in my courses. And every semester I talk to the students about what is the best way to do this, what are the ways that they use it. Oh, I guess I haven't been here since last day of class. On Monday we had, no, that's not true. We talked about last week. Anyway, the students this time had nothing, terribly new to say. Many of them used the AI programs to get summaries of the reading instead of doing the reading, and it's like, fine, I don't know how to solve that one, other than repeatedly saying, you're cheating yourself of the experience of seeing the author's ideas worked out, and those interstitial bits between the introduction and the conclusion are things that you can model in the future by growing in your reading, is helping you grow in your thinking, is helping you grow in your presentation, etc., etc. But yeah, nothing new there. So we can have the AI conversation next week, maybe. There's just not much to say, and I'm a little tired of it for sure. Students have to train the brain so they can't validate AI outputs. I mean, yeah, and I saw Terrence Tao's blog post about the recent algorithmic disproving of certain conjectures, and seeing him be able to talk his way to a certain degree through what the LLM sort of thing. I don't know what to call it. It's not AI. It's not LLM. Algorithm, I guess. Algorithms. Anyway, seeing him talk through this, I think, is the kind of modeling that I want to show my students. Now, we can't all be Terence Tao, of course. We can't all be mathematical geniuses, but we can see that he is taking a conclusion given by these programs and such, and trying to understand what it's giving us. And maybe that's the best we can do these days, is validate and understand the outputs of our cybernetic masters. I have no idea. You're thinking that perhaps the... Oh, wait, real quick. Caustic, you're saying you're a professional software developer with AI? Oh, Caustic, do you mean that you, like... Instead of copying off of Stack Overflow, you ask the LLM to give you a program and then, like, go through and make it work? Or are you doing the behind-the-scenes work to make the AI work? If the latter one, we might be enemies. I'm not exactly sure. Hello, Jordan. It's good seeing you. Welcome in today. Always good seeing you. Yeah. Luckily today, the students will be doing blue books and sitting in the classroom and trying to answer things by hand, and man, they hate it. And I remember back when I was a student, I would occasionally get the hand cramp, but you do the squeezy thing, and the hand cramp goes away. But today, the students really struggle with really struggle with writing by hand for anything more than a few minutes. And I get it. I'm asking them to use a skill they don't often use, but I haven't found a good way to get them to just give me their thinking, other than oral exams. Maybe next semester. I did oral exams years ago at a much smaller school, and it was one of the coolest experiences ever, because once I got the students over the fear of oral exams and got them into we're going to talk about ideas for a while, and I'll give you questions that'll help you on your way, and it's just about chatting about the class ideas, they were so much more on board. But the phrase oral exam is horrifying to some, and I have too many students right now. You recommended Brookings Institute article on borrowed expertise. I think I saw this discussed somewhere, but I myself have not pulled it up. So borrowed expertise, Brookings. There it is. Thank you. I will definitely give this a read through, and we'll see what we learn here. I'll talk about it probably on the Discord and see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, if my students are engaging with expertise at all, I am very, very happy, because I think there's a cultural concern that the experts don't know anything, and so my, dilettantish reading on Google Scholar is as good as the PhD or MD or otherwise. And I think that's a big, big cultural problem. But we've discussed that previously, of course. Hello, Cargo Cult of Love. I seem like the type of fellow that would like Dwarf Fortress. I don't know what that means in terms of neurotypicality, but you're right. I do like Dwarf Fortress and games like that very, very much. I play a lot of Paradox games. The game I've played most on stream is RimWorld. So yes, I do like games like this tremendously, but as of right now, I don't exactly have a lot of time to play bigger games that require multiple streams. That said, next week after the grading is done, I think I'll start playing one big playthrough. Something like, I'm thinking maybe CK3. If someone gives me an interesting Crusader Kings 3 start, based on an achievement is fine, then I will go ahead and probably play one of those. We'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes for sure. I could kill all my dwarves in one stream. Just plant no food, destroy all the alcohol, cut down trees until the elves deal with us all. We'll see. Man, Simcopter's good seeing you. So many people stopping in. It's great seeing all your comments indeed. Did I see the game you posted on Discord? I may have. Let me glance real quick. I was not planning to do a let's talk about games on Discord day, but where is that? Okay, just real quick though, game suggestions, Nightmare Frontier. All right, let me go ahead and pull this one up. Sliver's suggested game is Nightmare Frontier. Behold, the first ever tactical extraction looter. This is in some measure similar to Tarkov games, I guess. You pit your courage and leadership against fears made manifest, the Dreadweavers. Lead a band of scavengers into a devastated West Coast city of the alternative 1900s. See, when I read 1900s, I think Great Depression times, maybe. Are they saying like the 1980s? Are they like, wow, look at that, it's a Walkman. Oh, speaking of which, 2 days ago on my walk to school, I saw a man who had headphones in. This is normal, this is no problem. He reached into his bag and took out a tape player. You know, a tape player. I felt like I was suddenly in the 1980s all over again. Anyway, we get in, we face some monsters, we grab some loot, and get out of here. Okay. Why is this goblin wearing a top hat? Why is this man wearing a tricorn, a bicorn? Is this delightful? Mr. Cactus. Huh. I have a very hard time deciding what loot to leave. Never mind. Silver said absolutely falsely, there's nothing horror about this game. What is this? This woman is holding, or girl, this something is holding one half a pair of scissors. And this reminds me of the Father's Mask from Dark Souls. This is horror show. This is clearly horror show. Anyway, I see recent reviews are mixed. Why is that? What is the complaint here? Bland game, very fun game, but added a launcher that presents ads for other game. Yeah. What started as a fun little turn-based game quickly became revealed as a poorly designed, tedious grind fest. Alright. You can waste 15 to 20 minutes on a run with no reasonable way to respond to situations. Cringer's addicted to it? Okay, if friend of the channel Cringer likes it, I might possibly like it also. Oh, it's by Slytherin. Oh, you know what? They may have sent me a copy of this game. Let's see. Warhammer Blood Bowl. Looking forward to that in a big, big way. It's going to release at the end of 2026. We'll probably play that as soon as it comes out, I suspect. Yeah, I have a key for Nightmare Frontier here, so we could just play that. Now, not today. I want to play Stoneshard very, very much, but we'll check it out maybe. Allcat added a launcher to Rogue Trader. It lasted 24 hours. What is the first game that you all recall that had a launcher? Like, when you pulled up the game, it did not immediately bring the game to your screen, but instead some other, like, push the play button here thing. I think that one of the early Dooms may have had this. Maybe Doom 2 had that, possibly. It was a pop-up that said, in particular, like, what level of graphics you had.
My name is Mateusz Pilski. I'm
Hello.
one of the developers of Nightmare Frontier.
No talking. Half-Life had it. Half-Life had it. CNC Red Alert. That might be it also. But yeah, the earliest ones were, are you sure you have the graphical power this game requires? But yeah, more recently, they've turned into, hey, buy some more DLC. Hey, have you considered buying some Brondo? It's what plants crave. Friends, the word of the day is a maverick. Maverick, the word of the day, refers to a person who refuses to follow the customs or rules of the group. In other words, a nonconformist. Unfortunately, because of my age, the number one thing that comes to mind here is John McCain, a self-described maverick. Oh, Maverick is Tom Cruise. Oh, here we go. I've never seen Top Gun, either the old one or the new one. It's clearly propaganda for the U.S. Air Force. Fine. Supporting U.S. militarism, blah, blah, blah. Is Tom Cruise called Maverick in that show? His what, call sign or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, for me, John McCain immediately every time. Top lookup word is Chaldean. This is a Greek word. Relates to the Odyssey, doesn't it? Nope. Well, close, kind of. The Semitic people that became dominant in Babylonia. Why on earth are you here? Oh, they were Navy pilots? I'm sorry. Navy pilots, not Air Force. I'm very sorry. Why is this the top word, though? What's going on? What's going on? Why? There's no way that a Catholic Mass will do it. So the Odyssey is what I was thinking also, but I mean they're not the same region of the world. Are they referenced? No. If anyone can find me why this word is being looked up so much right now, you get to be the hero of the day. Here, let's go look on the TikTok and see if it's being discussed there. I'm sure this search will not ruin my algorithm for all of time. This is the search thing. No. Anyway, I always wonder if there's some, like, botnet that's trying to drive words to the top of the list. Like, why on earth is that? And we're, like, same day. I mean, are people reading papal bulls right now? What on earth's going on? What on earth? Anyway, oh, is this true? When a client gave Samuel a Maverick, that's right, Samuel's a Maverick, 400 cattle to settle a $1,200 debt, the 19th century South Texas lawyer had no use for them, so he left the cattle unbranded and allowed them to roam freely, supposedly under the supervision of one of his employees. Neighboring stockmen recognized their opportunity and seized it, branding and herding the stray cattle as their own. Maverick eventually recognized the folly of the situation and sold what was left of his depleted herd, but not before his name became synonymous with such unbranded livestock. By the end of the 19th century, the term maverick was being used to refer to individuals who prefer, like cattle left to their own devices, to blaze their own trails and to be stolen by greedy ranchers. So anytime I hear a story like this one, a word comes from some guy's name, I refuse to believe it. And I know that many of them are true. It's just so strange to me to think about some random guy in Texas doing something and then his name being associated with it so much that even today, I, who am not from Texas, know about it. It's bizarre. I mean, I understand things like Kleenex, where they're marketed nationwide and then generally stand in for the item they're referring to. But yeah, how would I name such a character? I mean, do you mean a character like Maverick? Like, what word do I use instead of Maverick? Like a reckless person, perhaps. They said nonconformist above. It's not that I don't want to use the word Maverick. It's simply like in the time before mass media, right? In the time before we had always on TikTok videos, like, hey there, boys, look at this rancher guy, this crazy rancher, this maverick, right? I see how that builds. Maybe it's because maybe cattle ranching and cattle drives were the early mass media. So a collection of cowboys heard this story and then drove from Texas up to Montana, driving here meaning moving animals, up to Montana, and told people there, hey, here's this crazy story. and it passed along that way. I like this idea of cowboys as mass media. If someone has not written that article, one of you should get onto it immediately. Yeah, exactly, Contraption. I get names from professions, right? Things like Smith, right, for being a blacksmith or a whitesmith or otherwise. And so I understand how, but this one seems so unbelievably different, right? This is much less the person, like there's a general, how do I explain this? Like a general profession differs from an individual action that became reified into a term unrelated to the person. Like, some of you are old enough to know what the Dean Scream is. It was a very strange time in American politics where a man came off as being slightly unhinged, because he said, like, we're gonna go win in New Jersey and Montana, woo! And he was seen as being trivial or unserious or possibly feminine because his voice rose that way while cheering. And Howard Dean did not become the American president or the nominee for the Democratic Party, in part because he made this noise. And so I can say Dean Scream, and many of you will understand what I mean, but if I say like, hey, he really deaned it, or man, what a dean, that probably doesn't work in the same way. And especially at this time, like well after you and I and everybody will be dead, people are not going to be talking about deaning it. And this Maverick thing is about just 400 cattle. I don't know, it's amazing. If you told me this story independently of this page, I would not believe you. The end. What two-word title of a 1986 film refers to someone who's at the top as in ability, rank, or prestige? Two-word title of a 1986 film. I mean, there's like the Acme, the Apex, the Big Man, Ne Plus Ultra. That's two words, right? Okay, what is the word here? Oh, you all mentioned it earlier. Top Gun. Top Gun indeed. Is BO here referring to body odor, possibly? Back order, best offer, body odor, box office, branch office, buyer's option. I wonder if what definition comes to mind on this one, or which unpacking of the abbreviation comes to mind here, is based on what you do with your life. I'm not in sales or in movies, so some don't come to mind. Unfortunately, I spend my time in card shops, and so body odor is first in mind. Hey, Brian, good seeing you. He said yeehaw like a cowboy. He may have. Okay, Fernandes actually linked the Dean Scream to us. It's possible that in my telling, I've made it more or less than it actually was. So again, this was a long story. Let's just listen to it and see what it goes. I don't know how loud this will be, so headphone wearers, consider your concern here. I mean, and again, this was after a listing of various states he intended to win, having already won a prize in Iowa. Now, as I've mentioned before, there's much more to the Dean story and his troubles than just that scream. He was having trouble connecting with non-rural voters, I believe. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, as the story goes, this caused a man to lose his political career. I think he went on to be involved in the leadership of the Democratic Party, but he was not elected to anything after that point. So it's a weird time. Weird time in history, but he really deaned it. That's what we're going to say this time. Friends, should I watch Top Gun? Again, it's a film I've never seen, neither the older nor the newer. I know that Val Kilmer was in it, only because I read an article about Val Kilmer's late life. And I found it very interesting the way in which he is known primarily from this film, and then had other films as well. But then in late life, he couldn't possibly be the person who was in that film because he had substantial sicknesses. You don't think Top Gun is my cup of tea? I'm not missing anything. All right. As long as I know the general story and can name people like Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise, I think I'm in good shape there. Putteru, hello! Eka, good call. Mesmerization? Mesmer is someone who had ideas about how brains and minds worked and how we could confuse people. But again, Mesmer put forward his own ideas. I want to say this is different than someone who just does something and then has their name associated with it. Like, if I put forward a field of thought, various kinds of ideas and said like, oh, this is resortyism, like that would make more sense to me. Oh, Quisling is an excellent example. Unnamed Comet, this is what I need. Well, this was the Prime Minister of Norway during World War II, right? Okay, only Minister of Defense. Yeah, so he was a big old traitor. Big old traitor, lots to say about him, but so much so that his name is now in the dictionary as being a traitor kind of person. So I think this is in line with the Maverick concern raised previously. That's good. There's a Charles boycott? Wait, really? Really? The word boycott came from a man who was ostracized by his local community. I had no idea. I mean, I definitely teach direct action, ways in which people challenge the powerful by just not playing along. I mentioned boycotts, but I had no idea he was an actual human. Thank you very much indeed, Dogberry, for helping me to fill out a class in the near future. Yeah, so I always say that like teaching direct action is so difficult because the students don't believe it can actually happen. They don't believe that any of these things are actually possible in the world, and so they'll say things like, yeah, you can boycott or to give up eventually, but if I can point to a successful moment like this, that it relates to a word they already know, that is fantastic and useful, and thank you for giving me this. Charles Boycott. Wow. You love the Luddites? Yeah, I mean, Luddites are good also. They didn't succeed, unfortunately, but also the early, sabotage ideas. This is great. Thank you for teaching me things. We gotta get on to the trivia, but we've already done so much trivia already today. Good luck, everybody! I don't recall why I'm getting a point, but I'm getting a point. Any more points for me? Any more points? Yep, thanks for the points. I have no idea what these are for. That's all the point for today. Social sciences. Number 1, here we go. In the story of my experiments with truth, what author describes being thrown off a train for his ethnicity while working as a lawyer in South Africa? This is Gandhi, I'm fairly sure. This is where Gandhi spends time reading Thoreau also. Hey, there we go. 3 points in social sciences. I'll take it, absolutely. Question number 2, here we go. Consumer stuff. A tradition in Bessered, France, holds that Napoleon once had the village cook what dish so large that it could feed his entire army. I think I'm going to go with ratatouille, simply because I like the word ratatouille. Too unfortunate. Adapting a recipe from home, Chinese railroad workers using vegetables and ham were likely the first to enjoy the Denver version of what breakfast staple. I wonder how many eggs went into such a giant omelet. Also, what spelling of omelet do you all prefer? I think in American English it's often presented that way, but yeah, it is an omelet. Good job, team. It is indeed an omelet. Pardon me briefly, I want to know how big it was. Now, maybe his entire army at that point was 4 guys, but how big is it allegedly? So they still do 15,000 eggs, stirring the dish with giant oars to feed anyone who comes by. See, I love these kind of traditions where food is shared generally. Crazy. Look at this pan. That's insane. So they've done it from 1973. Initially, it was 35 eggs, and now they do 15,000. 1,000 volunteers were cracking the eggs in. Wow. We've talked before about Sufis? Is that a word? Yeah, Sufis. That's not right. Is that right? Wait. Sikhs, there we go. So I took a minute. Sikhs, and the way in which if you're ever in bad shape, they will give you food. It will give you free? There we go. If you go to a Sikh organization and say you are hungry, they will always feed you. Part of their tradition is giving food to those who are hungry independently of their need. And so pretty much wherever you are in the world, you can find a Sikh community not too far away, and they are incredibly generous, understanding as one of the central tenets of their religion. And so they will go into disaster areas, but also like at their community centers, you will always find this. I've told this story before that one time I was in Milwaukee with a then girlfriend, and we were hungry in the evening, and we looked up Indian food. And a restaurant came up that was not a restaurant. It was a Sikh temple. And we were outside looking at the building and looking at our map and looking at the building and looking at our map. We said, okay, here it is. And so we walked on in, and it was indeed a Sikh temple and community center. And the men inside understood why we were confused. They said, I'm sorry, we have no food prepared right now, but if you give us 15 minutes, we'll go make you a meal. And we said, no, it's good. It's totally cool, no worries. But yeah, that's like the profound generosity to those who are outside their community is really, really beautiful. There's one of these. Where's the biggest one? I know I've shown this before, but biggest Sikh temple in India, I believe, might be Pakistan, the Golden Temple. Yeah, they feed vegetarian meals to over 100,000 people every single day. Every single day, more than 100,000 people. And again, they give it to people who are in need, those who don't eat elsewhere. They give it to people who are just walking by. Rich and poor, does not matter. You're part of their community of humanity. And I find this so darn inspiring. Now, I'm not going to become a Sikh, but of the religions, this one really appeals to me primarily for not just like the vague sense of charity, like, we should help people, here's $5, but instead the direct action of you are hungry, here is food. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Hey, Jordan, they let you into their house for food. You witnessed a Sikh wedding at a beach when you were 13. They offered you wedding food. Exactly. Like the us-them breakage in Sikh meal traditions is quite beautiful. Anyway, enough about that nonsense. On to question number 3 for other nonsense. The Cape of Creus in Catalonia is in the top right corner of what very famous 1931 painting? So Guernica comes to mind. I think it's Guernica, but I'm ready for it not to be Guernica. I don't remember my years well enough. It's about this period. It might be slightly later, though. We good? Wrong. I was thinking also that Guernica's a bit of a mess, so identifying what is what in it is kind of challenging, but like, yeah, that could be... No. Very well, very well. Camembert cheese left out in the sun inspired the central objects of what surrealist work that are shown covered in ants and draped over a tree. So I'm guessing this is Dali's painting of clocks. I have no idea what it's actually called. So it's just asking what the objects are here. Are they watches? I'm gonna do clocks, and if that's wrong, it's okay. Try to remember! Yeah. What famous Dali painting of melting clocks is only about the size of a notebook? Is it pocket watches, maybe? So I'm ready to take my 0 points here. I do not know the name of this piece, unfortunately. The persistence of memory. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take my 0. There it is. Did I misunderstand question 2? Yeah, it does say what surrealist work, not what the central objects are, but persistence of memory. Good job, team. Yeah, exactly, Dogberry. You knew what painter it was. My memory did not persist on that one. Oh, I should ban you, but that's very funny, so I won't. Yeah. Question 4. Good luck, team. What British X-ray crystallographer was the first to map the tobacco mosaic virus and help design better gas masks during World War II? What's her name? She, I believe she's the famously excluded third person involved in the description of the double helix of DNA. It's Rosalind something. Rosalind Carter comes to mind, but I worry that may have been one of the Carter. I think is it Rosalind Carter? I remember the tobacco mosaic part as being important in her work. I think it's her. Is that right? Oh, this is not right. What's her name? With her scientific contributions only recognized posthumously, what woman's Photo 51 was shared with our knowledge by Maurice Wilkins? Oh, see, this is... At least I remember her existence. That counts for something, right? I'm going to continue putting Rosalind in, but I can't remember her family name. It accepted just Rosalind. If I had left Carter off, I would have gotten it in one. Rosalind Franklin. I'm glad I remembered who it was, but do I challenge based on if you're going to let me have just Rosalind, you should have done it in one? I mean, hi. Apparently just Rosalind works. Not sure it should. May I have my 3 points, though? Smiley face, heart. The heart will do it. The heart will do it for sure. This should not be allowed. I know she was not Rosalind Carter. Who is Rosalind Carter again? Oh, of course it is. It's Rosalind, not Rosalind. Yeah, Rosalind Carter. I actually met her. I met her years ago. Rosalind. Anyway, I'm glad I knew who it was in general. Question number 5, here we go. Well, we got problems here. In 2018, the Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame inducted what record label that started out as Tamla in 1959? There's Motown Records. I doubt it's Motown Record. Let's find out. Eh? Hey. I do not deserve these points, other than this is the one R&B label that I know of That is incredible luck. Hey, we got 10 points. Even with our profound ignorance of the name of Dali paintings, we still got our 10 points. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A little bit of a down day, folks, with that 6.5 average. What questions people struggle with? I bet a lot of people knew of this painting but could not name it. Yeah, had they asked for the artist instead, it would have been a much more fair painting, or fair question rather, but it's hard otherwise. Gandhian 1, I'm guessing most people did not get. Yeah, Gandhian 1. I think most people don't know that Gandhi was a normal lawyer guy working in the British system in South Africa. Omelets in 2, yeah, knowledge of Denver omelets helps. Rosalind Franklin. Whoa, wow. Wow. So even with the knowledge of the DNA thing, I mean, it's probably because people put in an actual family name as opposed to just saying Rosalind game. Frankly, they should take my points away on that one. And then Motown Records, most people got in. Either right away or not at all. That's a fun one. That's a fun day indeed. Thanks for that very much, folks. I'm not going to do the Wikipedia speedrun today, though I enjoy it very much. I want to get to my Stoneshard. Friends, on the screen right now, you see a Wikipedia page. It has been redacted. It's a 3-letter word and a 5-letter word. Help me uncover the words that are currently redacted, and you too shall experience the glory of ending up with a victorious page. There are 351 he's. Not a bad first guess. Is it Tom Brokaw? B-R-O-K. No, it's not Tom Brokaw. Modern. We have 13 moderns. Humor. There's one of those. How about general? There's no generals. Is it a rolling thing? Wow. It is like a rolling stone. How does it feel? Bum, 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 bum. No eaves. Period. There are 7. Is it a Bob? It's a Bob. Is it Brown? It's not Bob Brown. Is it Tom? No. Is it Dylan? There you go, team. So George Plays Twitch saw like a right here very early. So I think George gets the win in some sense by noticing the like a rolling, and then Geektown got both parts of it. Well done indeed. Yeah, when you see words like this, the preposition in the article, it's very easy to get it immediately. But good job. Bob Dylan, legally Robert Dylan, born Robert Allen Zimmerman, May 24th of 1941, is an American singer-songwriter, described as one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Dylan has been a major figure in pop culture over his 69-year career. Reality's overrated. Thanks for that resub. 41 months. I appreciate every single one of them, including this month, I think. Thank you very much. With an estimated 125 million records sold worldwide, he's one of the best-selling musicians. Dylan added increasingly sophisticated lyrical techniques to the folk music of the early 1960s, infusing it with, quote, the intellectualism of classical literature and poetry. His lyrics incorporated political, social, and philosophical influences, defying pop music conventions and appealing to the burgeoning counterculture. There you go, and he's still out there touring. The endless tour surely is endless. It is ridiculous. He still does hundreds of shows every single year, now at the age of, what, 80-something? Is that right? Is that how math works? Something like that. It's crazy. Crazy. I've never seen him live. I understand it's very hit and miss, as his moods go up and down, his performances do too, and sometimes he's really on, and sometimes you get to listen to Bob Dylan kind of hum through the whole show. So, probably not the greatest of presenters, but obviously a really, really fine writer. Won the Nobel Prize some years back in literature, of all things. And a number of people in the intelligentsia, we'll call it, then suggested the Nobel Prize in literature was dead if an American songwriter could win this thing. As I said before, I think that prize is well deserved, but I think his speech on the meaning of his own work is is not particularly strong. It's very surface level, and it's a standard thing, right? Don't ask artists to explain their art. They're able to create, they're often not able to make sense of it beyond their own experiences. Hey, Maharu, you've seen Dylan 4 times, very mixed. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard also. I don't know how I get into these conversations. I had a student when I was a grad student, so I was probably like 25 or so, and the student was 22. So it was one of these cases where we didn't have that much distance between them, or between us rather. But she said in class, we were talking about love. She said in class, "I love Bob Dylan." I said, cool, that's a great example of how we use the word love to mean we're into or want to spend our life engaging with. Like, I love cheesecake, that kind of thing. And she said, no, you don't understand. I love him erotically. And, man, I didn't expect that conversation. I kind of dropped out it. I let the students talk through these things, but it's a strange world out there. Anyway, hello Klaus, how's it going? You saw the train Big Boy 4014 in person. I'm glad you saw the train, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Klaus, thanks for visiting us as always. Friends, it's time to play the most exciting game on Twitch, the Rizdactyl. You can play this by asking any yes-no question you want to. Put it in the chat. I will answer you honestly to the best of my ability. There are currently 580 items in the queue. The first one we pull up is, this is interesting. Can we get this? Okay, I'm not going to doubt you all, so we're going to give this one a shot and see how this goes. This might be very, very difficult, but we'll try our best on this one. Friends, I see a Wikipedia page on the screen. Please ask me anything you want to, and we'll see how it goes. The user has submitted themselves as not my real name, so I do not know which of you can't play, but not my real name. Is it a difficult Rizdactyl? It is a difficult Rizdactyl, yes. Is it difficult fun or difficult boo? I think it's difficult fun. I just have some doubts of how we're going to get there. We'll try our best, though. Is it tangible? It is not tangible, no. Is it a place? It is not a place. Is it man-made? Yes, it is man-made. Yes, it's man-made. Is it STEM-related? That does not come first to mind, no. It's related to a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to say not STEM. Is it a saying? No, Western on Fire, as you know, we will not do sayings or phrases or quotes. They're too hard. Is it man-made in the way chat likes? Yes, humans intentionally create this sort of thing. Is it European? Yes, but not in a useful way. Is it taught to children? It can be. It can be taught to children, but it's not like basic mathematics or arithmetic. Is it art? It is not art, no. That said, I think we'd see this more commonly in art than in sciences, but again, it doesn't really help too much. Is it a social construct? Yes. Is it the Book of Ruth? I think we've done parts of the Bible before, but no, it's not the Book of Ruth. Why are we thinking of the Book of Ruth? Oh, man. Oh, man. Book of Ruth. No. I mean, that's sad. No, I'm not going to do that. Is it in the Bible? Not in a way that's useful. Is it associated with a particular country? No. It itself is not associated with a particular country. No. Will I always answer the question, is it a social contract with yes? No, I will not. I'm comfortable saying that there are real elements of the world independently of us. We just can't know them fully, I think. Does it predate the Belgian techno anthem Pump Up the Jam? Indeed it does. Hey, Nairo, how's it going? I think you're right, Nairo. It's really good seeing you, my friend. Bob Dylan got people sorted in a way. I love it. Is it larger than a Coke can? I will say it's not tangible. thus it is not larger or smaller than anything. Is it celebrated? It itself is not celebrated, but something very close to it might be celebrated. Is it a method of transmitting information? In a very, very loose way, yes, but not in a way that's useful for the game, I don't think. Does it predate the Eiffel Tower? Yes. Did the Romans know about it or use it? Yes. Is it unique? No. Is it a song? No. Is it a feeling? While I am hooked on a feeling, no, it is not a feeling. Is it an activity? It's not an activity, unfortunately. No. No. Is it the Odyssey? It is not the Odyssey, no. That said, no, this is not helpful. It could be, it almost certainly is related to the Odyssey, but not in a way that's helpful. Is it astrological? Probably not, no. Is it Odyssey related? Again, it is not especially Odyssey related, except in one very limited sense that's not useful. Is it Ireland? No, but good seeing you. Is it Odyssey related? Probably not. If you wrote out a comprehensive description of the thing, would the manuscript fit in an average size blue bread box? Yeah, I can make a good explanation of this thing in only a sentence or two. That said, a full explanation with like lots of examples would take probably the size of a Wikipedia page. Could I write or draw it? Yes. Is it Homer Simpson? No. Is it related to medicine? Not that well, no. It's related to medicine in the exact same way it's related to the Odyssey or the Iliad, but not in a useful way. Is it fictional? It is fictional in one sense and not in another sense. Is it related to politics? Again, in the same way it's related to all the other things, yes. Is it something a person does? In a very loose sense, yes, but mostly no. Is it a weird abstract concept? No. It's something that all of you know of. A staircase is a social contract that has real meaning to a wheelchaired person. I mean, sure, I want to say, like, money is a social construct, but when I start ripping it up, people get very angry at me. Yeah, I'm trying to speak of some sort of, like, if humans were not around, there would likely be a, I don't know, like, mountain there probably. Hard to say. Do the ancient Greeks know of it? Yes. Is it breathing? No. No. Did this person leave me a hint? Let's see. They did. This is a good hint, but I'm not sure. Do I have one or use one of these? Yes. Have I learned about it in my youth? Yes. Is it used to govern? Not normally, no. It could be, but it's not currently to my knowledge. But yes, I do have one or use one, and that's a very helpful comment, unnamed comment. Helpful comment, unnamed comment. I enjoyed that. The clue is a mask of sorts to divide lives. A mask of sorts to divide lives. I hope that helps you. Is it a bunch of colored slips of cardboard? No, but I'm going to a magic shop this evening that says they will only sell pre-releases to people who play at their store. I'm going to go there and say, look, I don't play at any store. I will spend money here if you please let me have one pre-release. Because I'm not being able to find anywhere in Japan that will both sell it to me and then not refund me on the day that the items come through. Anyway, hello Avatar, good seeing you. Is it related to education? Probably not. Being incognito, that's fairly close, but no. Just play at the store? I don't play Magic the Gathering. Is it code switching? No. Is it a falling turtle, if only? Is it the comedy drama masks? No. No. Alright. I will help you now with a further clue. Not only do I have / use one of these, but all of you do also. The clue is a mask of sorts to divide lives. A mask of sorts to divide lives. A public persona, you're very, very close. A pseudonym. There we go. Grulon got there just before other people. It's a pseudonym. There you go. There you go indeed. A fictional name that is used that a person assumes for a particular purpose differing from their original or true name. I am Resorty, you are Farinanthus, you are all the eyes, etc. There you go, there you go. I'm glad we got there. Like I said, this is one that's kind of hard to get to, but a good one through and through. I thank you for the good submission. Not my real name. Grulon's your birth name? Who am I to challenge that? Perhaps all of you have legally named or legally renamed yourself. I wonder if any streamer has actually done this. I think we've joked previously about doing so, like, I'll actually become Resorty. Oh, speaking of which, I'm currently writing an abstract for a paper presentation next year, and it's about Richard Rorty. And I keep worrying I'm going to say Resorty while presenting this thing. I am constantly worried about this. Wait, Spracknell, really? Wait, Spracknell sincerely? Spracknell, it's amazing. It's amazing, Spracknell. Okay, friends, I have a Wikipedia page on screen. I'm ready for you to ask me any yes/no questions you want to, and we'll see how this goes. Spracknell, this is delightful. Your personal message to me makes me very, very happy. Alright, good luck. Can a pseudonym match a real name? I mean, probably not your own. It's not terribly useful, but sure, I could have a pseudonym of I am Tom Cruise or whatever. Is this fictional? No. No. Is it tangible? No. Is it a person? No. Is it wishing someone happy birthday? If only. Happy birthday again to you, Spracknell. Is it a place? No. No. I'm sorry we're doing 2 non-tangibles in a row. But this made me smile, so here we go. Is it practical? That's a nice question, Unforgiven. Is it practical? Within a limited context, yes, but you wouldn't use it at, for example, like the grocery store or in fixing a broken house. Is it an event? In some sense, yes. I'll say it's an event for purposes of the game, yeah. Is it activity? Not exactly. Is it wooden carpentry? It is not wooden carpentry, no, but I appreciate that. What else is useless in life? Is it a feeling? It's not a feeling, no. Is it a gesture? It's not a gesture, no. Is it trivia night? No. Can anyone do it? So it's not an activity that a person would do. It's not like touching one's nose or jumping or anything. It's a more general activity. It's a more general event than that. We'll see. Tesla, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, speaking of Vaseline film smear, I use my phone camera to record videos for YouTube, and for whatever reason, if I zoom in just a little bit too far, it looks like my camera is very, very fuzzy suddenly, and someone commented on a recent video, please wipe the Vaseline off of your lens. That's how it goes. Is it aging? No. Cronin, thank you for being a friend and keeping that subscription going. I appreciate it. Is it a regular event as opposed to a one-off? It is not a regular event in that it does not happen. I'm sorry, I'm thinking right now about how to explain this. It's not a regular event in that it doesn't happen like every Sunday, for example. How are we gonna get to this thing? I might just. Is it romance? No. Is it a ceremony? No. Does it involve search? I mean, okay. There's a slight problem here in that I worry I'm going to need to answer yes to a bunch of things that are not going to be helpful. Are humans involved in this event? Yes, humans are involved in this event. Yes, it is not a ceremony. It is not a romance. Does it require more than one person to occur? Yes. Is it a feeling? No. Is it political? By itself, no, but it is deeply involved in political concerns. Some people would argue that it is political all the way through. It doesn't have to. Oh, it's tough. Is the coming of Halley's Comet? No. Is it bureaucracy? No. A debate? No. A right? No. Paying taxes? No. The unions? No. Extinction? It's not extinction, Harry, but that's not so far away from it. Is it a riot? It is not a riot, no. No. Is it climate crisis related? Likely, yes. Global warming, climate change, no. Is there a limit to the number of people that can be involved in it? I think no. A funeral, it's not a funeral, no. Distribution of wealth in an economy, no. Genetic engineering, no. Evolution, no. Okay, I'm going to go and read the comment that Spracknell left to me. This is not a clue, but it might help, possibly. Recently read Slow Down by Kohei Saito. Recently read Slow Down by Kohei Saito. This is a book I teach. I've talked about it on stream in some at some length. I'm not sure it's helpful though. Is it before the Belgian techno anthem Pump Up the Jam? Yes, it is from before that. Meditation, no. Emissions caused by humans, it's not that. Road construction is not that. Let me give a hint in just a second that might help. It's at some level all of the things that you've discussed. It might be both the condition of and the result of all of the things that you discuss. Is it related to left-wing economics in any way? I suppose it can be, yes. Personal growth. No, I'm sorry, it's not that. Not that. Is it birth rate? Yes and no. Is it entropy? That's one level too far in generalization. If you can get down one level of generalization, it's somewhere between like rituals and entropy. The social contract, one above that. The third law, no. Huh. Is it consciousness related? Related, yeah. It was recently in a book title that I've mentioned on stream before. Related to nesting, not really. Civilization, the word civilization is helpful here, yes. Yeah, we're thinking at that level. It's intellect, nah. Is it an observation effect in quantum physics? No. Is it human culture? It's that kind of thing. Related to extinction, maybe. Oh, civil rights, nah. Laughter, nah. We'll give it 3 more guesses and then we gotta call it, because I'm not trying to get you there, unfortunately. Adam and Eve, but the last 2 humans on Earth, not the first. I mean, potentially. Rudeness, no. Agricultural revolution, no. I wonder who the last 2 humans on Earth will be if ever there's an end of humanity. Probably some randos. Communes, no. You can't spell slaughter out laughter, nah. It's the Anthropocene. It's the Anthropocene, the alleged phase of the Earth in which humans have now become one of the prime movers in what happens with the planet. The Anthropocene. Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get you there. I just could not find a way of talking about it that wouldn't just say this is what it is. But there you go. It's booing. What, you're booing this one? I don't know. But there you go. The Anthropocene is a period after the Holocene. Exactly, Geeked Out. Like John Green recently wrote a book that references the Anthropocene. But that's how it goes. The Age of Humans, yeah, that kind of thing indeed. It diffuses down from entropy, yeah, but with respect to humanity, like, it's... Anyway, so I couldn't get the right level of generalization. Good job, team, good job. That's probably enough of that for today. I actually have not yet loaded today's game, so pardon me while I do so. Oh, I actually have Mega Bonk running in the background still. Nah, I'll leave it running back there, that's okay. That's good. Again, Spracknell, I enjoyed that submission very, very much. I'm sorry that we didn't get it. It's a good submission, but it didn't work out, as happens. Alright, our game is loaded. Welcome once more to Stoneshard, a game in which we, I don't know, collect items and fight bears and so on. It's still early access, has been for a long time, but it is still a game I really, really enjoy all the way. Thank you for the Hype Train team. Thank you for the generous subscriptions. Always very kind of you to keep the little stream going financially as well as communally, I suppose. Alright, we're playing as a woman named Anya or Arya or something like that. It starts with an A and has a Y in it. And look, we have items. We have so many items. I think we got back to town right as I had to end stream. And so we went and saved real quick and did what we could with that. We're currently thirsty but vigorous. We just woke up in the morning. So I will manually drink some water to feel more refreshed. How's the run going? We haven't died yet. I think that's the thing I could say. Her name's Arna. Thank you. Arna, not Anya or whatever else I said. So we have some items to sell. We also have a mission to go deliver some church paraphernalia to a church in the north, up this way, at the roadside tower, maybe? Stolen shipment, claim the reward at either of these places, possibly? Wait, is that right? One second. I guess I could claim the reward at either location? Huh. Well, let's go see the master of the town and see what he has to say to us after our hopefully successful engagement with the world. We'll also go stop by the middle of town and sell off some items because we have no inventory currently. But we go hop, 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 hop. Everybody shows up. I'm very grateful that in the game now it tells you which characters would like to buy what. Okay, we already did the quest to give items to the blacksmith. And so I think it's to sell like candelabra, and anything in my magic bag here? Oh gosh, I threw my magic bag on the ground. Yeah, there's some earrings, some copper, some iron. I look forward to selling all these things and buying I don't know what. So, you will buy my candelabrum for 293 money. I'm so unbelievably wealthy now. This is great. I have a pile of food. We have a book to sell. You get different rewards based on where you turn in your quest. Oh, Brian, really? I had no idea that was true. Thank you for teaching me that. Do we have a suggestion or a thought on which place is better to turn these things in? If I should give them to the north or more locally. More reputation or more gold? I'm guessing reputation makes it somewhat cheaper to buy things. I don't know if I should be selling these various items, but if he gives me money, I am happy. At 483 cash now. We have one open slot for a ring. I don't expect we're going to find a better weapon here than we have currently. I was told last stream that now that I've begun unlocking skills in Sword and Board, we're staying Sword and Board forever. So, do you have one-handed swords of any kind here? You have this thing, a commoner dagger. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the case, like so many other games, that at least initially the local blacksmith has fairly plain and boring items because he's just some local blacksmith. He's not a guy who has done dungeon questing and learned to be the greatest blacksmith of all time. But maybe we'll find some armor somewhere. Regardless, I'm gonna go give these items to fellow upstairs and hopefully he will rejoice. About my contract, ... I'm done with the contract. Excellent work! Here's the reward you're promised. By the way, I'll make sure everyone in the village knows of your exploits. You have my word on this. 420 money, blaze it. Now, do those combine? Okay, so we have 2 purses. I'm guessing it's the case I only want to have 1 purse, maybe? I don't know. If the money pile's in only 100s, maybe eventually I'll want more. So I think I'll throw the purse into my my box in the north. Do you have more quests? I got a perfect job for someone with your skills. Not too far from Osbrook, you'll find the Oak and Barrel Brewery. That's where Brooke gets his ale from, or he used to until recently. The place was captured by brigands. I don't plan to negotiate with them, but I also can't force them out of with the troops I have at disposal. We only have a few militiamen here, and leaving the village unprotected is not an option. Can't really count on the magistrate reinforcements as well. You have enough experience. Not sure that's true. You only have to fight a handful of bandits. There's much less of them around the brewery than the fort you just cleared out. If you succeed, the cart and horses are yours. We were told to get a cart and horse for our master Werner, I believe. So that'd be good to go. What is there, though? We don't know much either. A few days ago, Brooke sent a cart to the brewery to purchase ale. The driver returned terrified and empty-handed. He told us he spotted a group of bandits milling around the building. He turned back just in time, or else he wouldn't be here to share the story. I sent a few guards to scout it out. They confirmed there were indeed 5 or 6 brigands on the brewery premises. I have no idea what happened to the place's owners, all dead I suppose. Hello, Perfect Agent. The Rizbeard is back. Not for long. My wife has a fancy meeting on the 7th of next month, and I'm supposed to come along. I told her I'd shave before then, so yeah, I'll get a haircut and a shave probably next week. But Perfect Agent, it's good seeing you, and yes, the status of my face is always worth attention. Gary, you gotta take an Intro to Formal Logic class. I encourage you to play some Auction Not Included. That game will teach you all you need to know about logic and such. Our beard's not professional in Japan. The majority of Japanese men are unable to grow substantial beards, and so yeah, they're considered to be low-class, garbage human accoutrement. Now, luckily in my profession, I'm not expected to look put together usually. But yeah, most people will shave every day. It's expected of salarymen and so on. What do we know of the gang? Hell if I know! I bet those scumbags murdered Dwyer, our previous miller, and then tried to squeeze money and supplies out of the rest of the village. We managed to chase them off, they fled to the woods, but now they're back for vengeance. Alright, so we've been told to go fight a group of 5 or 6 bandits. Now, I don't know what level these bandits are, and my goat cheese has rotted. Oh no. There's no ignoring its musty odor. I mean, that makes it even tastier. I notice we have very little food with us right now. We should probably fix that if possible. And I'll see if someone will buy my nasty old cheese. If not, I need to find a trash can somewhere. Hello, friend. Will you buy my nasty cheese? You will not. So I'll put it on the ground. Maybe the crows will enjoy it. 2 identification scrolls and an enchantment scroll. Enchants an item, applying a single random bonus. That's really expensive at 243 money. We do have over 800 right now, but I probably want to go buy some better, I don't know what. I'm not sure if they sell better anything anywhere. A hunting net. Okay, it's a way of locking down characters so I don't have to fight them all at once, probably. Other than there, I see nothing I want. Maybe I want a rope. Who wouldn't want a rope? I've played my D&D. I know what I need there. Rob, thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate that very much indeed. Been good having you with us for quite a long time. Thank you for being a friend for 31 months. Wowie zowie. Okay, I don't have any food with which to make nicer meals right now. So I think I want to buy some berries and some fruits. I believe 2 berries plus 2 fruit makes a very tasty little meal. And I have a bowl for it. And what do you sell up here, my friend? Vegetables. A leek? Is there a way to pull up the crafting page? There must be. There must be. No. Maybe? No. Team, is there a crafting page, or do I need to remember everything? Because let me tell you, I don't remember anything about how to actually make food. Also, we have to keep our morale as high as possible. When at high morale, this character has a chance of getting even higher morale bonuses. I know I need a leek. I think there's something involving potatoes and mushrooms. And maybe onions. We got a bundle of food. Let's go cook something and see how this goes. This brings up the crafting page. So, I left some water behind, that's fine. The peasant stew is made of vegetable, mushroom. The fruit salad is made of fruit, berry. It's very good. Sorry. That joke might be unbecoming. Alright, fruit salad made. We put it into a bowl. Tasty. Potatoes with mushrooms. A pot, 2 potatoes, 2 mushrooms. So I'm guessing the pot needs to be empty of water. It is now empty of water. Okay. That's a monkey joke. At what point do we decide that when I do things that are unbecoming of me, it's monkey whatever? Like, monkey video game playing. Monkey jokes. So everything is monkey. Where's the other mushroom? Oh, did I only buy 1 mushroom? No. Yes, I did. What can we make instead, then? Vegetable salad, tomato, beet, carrot. I'm just going to throw everything in and see if it lets me make anything with it. And maybe the excess items will count for something tasty. And so it shows me what's in the bucket. Unfortunately, I'm 1 mushroom short of making anything I would like to make. Wait. I can make a peasant stew with water, but that's worth very little indeed. Hello, do you have a mushroom? You have a fruit. I'm buying pancakes. Always pancakes. Hello, do you have a mushroom? You have pancakes. I love pancakes. Okay. So, I'm going to go buy a mushroom. simply to finish this thing. Hello, my friend. I haven't made any meat meals yet. I do wonder if my character is going to be vegetarian or fruitarian if you want. Mushroom in. Okay, now what happens if I cook with other stuff in there also? It doesn't consume all of the items. I don't know how I feel about that. If I have 2 more mushrooms, I can make a mushroom salad. If I have a cabbage, do I just leave food here? It's a lot of space to carry all the food. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to leave the rest of the food here. Delightful. I have Band-Aids. I have 3 medicine. I have some thread. Do you want to buy some thread, ma'am? Yes. Enjoy your thread. Okay, I have lockpicks. Who are you, sir? Hello. It's Bran. I don't remember seeing you around here. A mercenary, I suppose? Take a look what I'm selling. Oh. So he's a wild man of some sort. A bear pelt, the bedroll, caltrops, crimson spleen wart. For 360 turns, your condition improves, and your broken body parts don't harm you as much. Used to hasten recovery and healing after complex surgical procedures, like some random bandit cutting off your hand, possibly. Alright, so this fellow will buy various sorts of trophies of the wilderness. Good to know. Hello, sir. Okay, so I don't see any upgrades here at all. Is that true? I'm looking for things I can attach to my armor, maybe, to make it stronger, but no. We could take our own repair kit along, but our items are all fully repaired, so we don't really need that currently. We'll go say hello to the tailor. And maybe the carpenter. Yeah, I've not run into an armorer yet. That could be good. Hello, sir. What you got? Alright, so these are chess pieces that would replace my very attractive armor. Never. You have a hat here. Okay, the peasant cap is an upgrade to the vagrant cowl. In every respect? Yes, in every respect. So I'm going to sell you this. I get to look at the other hats too. Oh, these are both called peasant cap. Wait, peasant hat versus peasant cap. There we go. Upgrade good. Now, our current gloves are work gloves. The blacksmith mittens give additional resistance and such, and cost quite a bit more, but lead to a 1% chance of fumbling. 1% we can live through that, I'm sure. So, blacksmith gloves. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay. Also, shoes. We have the nicest shoes he sells. And I think that might be that for now. I wonder if he can eventually make us our own requested clothes, like patterns possibly. I'm not sure on that though. Okay. I wanted to put this purse away. I could also just throw it away. I wonder if I'll regret doing that. Oh. I was thinking about getting a different shield. I think we decided, though, that the one-handed shield, is it Targe, possibly, is about what we want for our current build. Namely, it allows us to counterattack, which we perhaps can't do with other kinds of shields. Possibly. Alright, we leave this behind. We have a bunch of medicine, bunch of food. I'm sure I'm missing something I want, but let's go do a quest. So, do we have to reach the brewery anytime soon? No. So this quest does not require immediately go deal with it. Bert the merchant wants a bison pelt and a pair of horns, maybe someday. Okay, and there are locations on our map that seem to be interesting. Here's the brewery, but here is something interesting. And then down south we have the Drunken Woodsman Inn. I've never been there, I'm pretty sure. So let's go check out this point of interest to the southeast. Now, instead of getting wet gradually, the higher tiers of wetness lead your clothes to start rusting. Now, it said hanging out near fires causes to go away quickly. I'm not sure how we'll find this out in the woods, but here we go, team. Once more into the breach. I wonder if weather's random in this game, and so it might be worth not exploring when it's wet outside, but who knows. We'll abandon the road almost immediately, because I don't want to go to the brewery quite yet. If I stand underneath a tree... Okay, standing under the tree, the wetness does go away, but very, very slowly. I believe that with a stick, I'm able to start a fire. Now, how to do that? Modes and actions. Nothing there. Quests, no. Abilities. How about light a fire? There we go. Set a flame. You have to have a torch for that. Oh, I do have a torch, actually. I do actually have that. Good night, Contraption. Sleep well, my friend. Enjoy the lo-fi Skyrim. That's an amazing description, thank you. Can be used to start a fire. Okay, I better need to put my torch on and then attach it to stick. But for right now, it doesn't seem necessary. We're not getting that wet, and we can hang out for a while if need be. How's my hunger looking? It's all fine for now. Lo-fi Skyrim. I'll never get over that joke. That's amazing. Gary, you're thinking about taking early modern philosophy? It's a very standard class. I can tell you already what you learn in early modern philosophy. It's just, it'll require a lot of reading and some weird thinking, so might be worth trying, but maybe not. Penny buns! That's the tastiest of the mushrooms. Always worth grabbing those. I hope eventually I can find a bag for my mushrooms. Or like any kind of backpack at all would be really cool. As we're trundling along, we're not really finding much out here. Now, almost certainly there are spooky wolves or banditos, but where they are I do not know. Okay, so next map over is supposed to have battles or curiosity or something. I will go ahead and light my torch, hopefully just to help us dry off some. Now, how do I light a fire? There's a set a flame ability that I found previously. If I set a flame... How do I do this? Okay, the clicking it does not. There, a double click. May have to put it on my taskbar, possibly. Hello? Okay, so if on the taskbar, the stick is now alit. That is not a campfire. Well, we had a good time. Alright, no problems at all. Who needs this? Not us. Torch goes back in pot. Actually, it can stay there as long as it turns off or fine, or is turned off or fine. Alright. Fruit's always delightful. Let's grab it. Oh, these are actually empty fruit berry bushes. They're not all full. I wonder if shaking them in the rain caused them to be destroyed. Oh, no, I pick them up automatically. Never mind. So we're getting the items we need, just not in the way expected. We see a goon. We see a goon, allegedly. The goon does not see me. Here you are, friend. Gallows are too good for you, we cry out. Hello, goon. It looks like there's 2 goons here. We have our good player count out moves. So if I step in one, he steps in one, I'll have to pass a turn, that's fine. I'll take my free attack now by disengaging. Cool. Ideally, I want the 2 enemies to stand together so that I'm able to swing wildly and hit both of them. But they're far enough apart now, it's not needed. These are like obviously Robin Hood-esque characters. They're just very poor out here. And what am I doing? I'm beating up on poor people. I work for the state. Oh, I see we're at a little over half health right now, though we defeated a fair number of people. I've taken some wounds to the head. I will use a healing salve on the head to help that heal up. I guess I'll do the same thing on my torso. 1 coin. That entire group of people had between them 1 coin. Well, the camp is mine now. And I can go ahead and heal on up here. What do you have here? Silver earrings. And a new pile of lockpicks. Probably don't need those, but good to take with us. I'm a monster. It's locked. We have a crowbar for this purpose. Oh boy. So it takes multiple turns to pry this one open, apparently. Huh. My crowbar is now in poor condition. So I didn't realize that it has a durability also. We have to make sure we repair that next time we're in town. So here's where the big money is, it looks like. Leather bracers. So because they're in poor condition, they're less strong than they'd be otherwise. This leads to a R squared. R squared, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for hanging out with us on this lovely Stoneshard day, and thank you for generously keeping that sub going. I appreciate a bundle. So we have some food we can cook up into tasty things, surely. We have a wire. So we have a rope and a wire. And that's pretty neat. Oh gosh, what a mess. I need someone who likes playing Tetris here. Always a pleasure. Thank you, R squared. I'm reverse Robin Hood. You're not wrong. You're not wrong that I am indeed a reverse Robin Hood. So I know that this cabbage can go into some like big tasty food. I have so much food here. Okay, we gotta eat some things. Or throw some things away. Alright, we are now well sated. If we eat any more food, we'll surely make a mess of the floor. And I can't have that. You can switch out weapon sets, but you can't switch out armor sets. So if these are repaired, they'll have 1 more protection than my current one. They'll be 1 point less in physical resistance. They're worse in all kinds of resistance, because these are slightly heavier gloves, I guess. I guess I can just leave these items here for now, and maybe come back and get some more on my way back to town. Or just admit that not every item needs to be taken with me. Many of them are fine to abandon, I suppose. Alright, we've explored a camp now. And this camp, I guess, is permanent on the map. So we can come back this way in the future if we want to, and, yeah. I guess use the campfire, perhaps. Hey, it's hemp. I assume you can make your own ropes eventually. A hedgehog is fleeing for its life. Oh, poor hedgehog. We'll let it live, of course. So I guess we're supposed to head towards this brewery now. It is the next important location. Apparently there'll be a collection of banditos here. Huh, why am I still getting... Oh, it's raining very softly now. So I'll be maintaining that amount of wetness for a time. How are we on food and such? A little thirsty, a little thirsty. I do wish there were an auto drink button. Lentils? I'm sorry, lentils? Huh? Lentils are nourishing and simple to prepare. During years of poor harvest, they save entire villages from starvation. Team, do lentils grow in England? I always thought of them as being an Indian sort of thing, but I recognize that might be my own ignorance as opposed to any truth of the world. Lentils. Now, I don't know why I'm assuming we're in merry old England. We might, in fact, be in India. Okay. So this is the map where the brewery is. No, it's not. It's one south of the same. I guess if you want to, you can go out and about and pick up a whole bunch of food or herbs, as opposed to just running to the next area to fight consistently. They do indeed grow in the UK. Unforgiven, thank you for looking that up. Huh. What's the origin of lentils, though? Do we know where in the world they came from? Because I do think of them as like a profoundly colonial food, which may not be food. Might not be fair, but that's what comes to mind first. How are we looking on food and water? Still nice and low. We are currently optimistic about our day. Will that continue? Hey, we leveled up! Just for walking around, here we are. We're trying to get to a break point in one of our abilities. 15 is that break point. So, vitality gives us more health and such. The first British-grown lentil harvest is 2017. Okay, so definitely lentils came to Britain later than earlier. Good to know. Alright, what do we want to learn next? We have a war cry to confuse and daze enemies. With war cries always were about scaring enemies away. That doesn't happen here. Critical strike shots and damaging counters give energy back. Huh. Seize the initiative is probably good, it's just very long to read. It leads to the enemy having less dodge and block chance, I think is the big thing here. I will take seize the initiative, I think. It's already on the thing. So, if enemies are being tricky, sneaky, we lock them down before we strike them. Understood. How's it going? Fishing is going very well indeed. I'm very much enjoying this game. We're going into a new area, so I do have a bit of terror at this thing. But here's a collection of hops, I believe? Henbane. Can we go fight some mighty chicken? What does henbane do? Excites the senses in large amounts. It's a deadly poison. In some places add to beer to make the drinking merrier. Has a chance of causing a battle rage. Huh. Huh. Not that I'm supporting the use of substances other than tasty water. It's possible my vegetarian character enjoys the occasional narcotic. Hello, friend! This person wants to talk to me. Hey, you! Don't take another step or we'll break your legs. I mean, if Revan wants to fight, Revan gets the fight. Come get it, big boy! What are you called? Are you a special character? A Grand Magistrate. He has the ability to lock me down and to cleave. A former peasant who turned to a life of crime in a desperate attempt to avoid starvation. Fodder for dirty and dangerous work. A Grand Magistrate. He's now hostile. If I step forward, he steps forward. How long is the cooldown on Seize the Initiative? 10 turns. Someone fumbled. I fumbled that attack. So I have an initiative loss. Okay. So I think that I seized the initiative against him, and he did the same thing back to me. I fumbled again. Huh. It's a medium danger character, means the right kind for me to fight right now. He missed against me. So Cleaving Strike, though it can hit more than one character, is also used for starting bleeds, maybe? He is now bleeding. He should be very unhappy. He has an arm wound and he's bleeding. He's nearly dead. That'll do it. Okay, so fighting one enemy at a time, not a huge deal. We have definitely lost some health, not a huge amount. We have some pain, but not too much. We can just pass our turn until we heal up. In fact, I think there's a way to sit down, isn't there? Yes, rest mode. If we're... Another enemy's here. Will is here. He's also a Grand Magistrate. He has an axe. Bleeding and injuries give a bonus weapon damage. And there's a Mutilating Lunge. Perform a charge toward the target and deliver a strike to the most damaged body part with a stagger chance, body part damage, and bleed chance. I think in this case, I wish that I had like better shield skills, probably. Okay, there are multiple enemies coming all at once. Do I just run away? Like, I have the cleave, and that's great. But can I put out enough damage fast enough to kill 3 enemies? This one's confused. I think I'm playing... Okay. I think I'm playing Iron Man. That said, Heroism Online. More weapon damage, crit chance, etc. I have a 9% chance of a miracle. Stacks depend on the number of enemies within vision. Killing enemies gains or gives max energy and gives more healing efficiency for 30 turns times 3. I just need to kill something and we become super heroic. The question is, can I kill something? So there are actually 4 of them. If I pass a turn, you will come in. You got the charge. I forgot that you had a charge. I back out. Okay. I did a big old attack and this life drain bonus, which is like a life steal, I thought would only work if I had a life drain ability, which I do not. He is staggered, and so a very low chance of doing much against me. I don't think I seize the initiative because he's weakened so much. So in this game, health and like body part condition are different things, I believe. So I have 66 health and a slight reduction in max health because of my arm damage. I think I just attack. Alright, he missed. Okay. I was hoping that this enemy would step in so I could cleave effectively. Will is in pretty bad shape. I just crit against him. Also, there are now 3 of them. If I pass a turn again, this fellow will come in, but probably via a charge. So 1 is now down, which means I am now heroic. The armor break from Barm, the one that just died, I think, missed me. So via heroism, I got 6 health back, and I believe I have an increased healing efficiency. This is the part where it begins to feel a little strategic. I walked away. I misclicked and walked away. If I die now, it's definitely on me. So I'm thinking I should weaken both characters enough that I can kill with a cleave. I can't believe I misclicked there. So you're at 73 health. You are very close to dead. So all of the enemies are currently on cooldown. Okay, another one bled out on his own. Yeah, this is the part where the game feels incredibly strategic. If I move to here, do I set off an attack opportunity? I don't know if I do. I want to be here, though, so that next turn I can cleave. Let's find out. Okay, they didn't give an attack opportunity. So now I cleave both of them. Some damage, not huge damage. Okay, I'm currently staggered, but not bleeding. So with stagger, I have a lower chance of a lot of things. I think I just attack, though. Or with being staggered, do I heal myself? Okay, hopefully get a kill here. Close, but not quite. Ver is still bleeding. A number of enemies missed against me. So one down, one to go. Okay. That went much better than I thought it would. That's our first time fighting that many enemies in the open. Previously, I've been able to move the enemy block in such a way that I only fight one or two at a time. But that was fun. That was fun. Cool. I'm currently thinking that purses are not worth carrying, unless I can put a purse inside of a purse. No, you cannot do so. Okay. Thank you for the GGs and the woots and so on. I suspect that this piece of leather is worth something. It's right here. It's worth 10 money. Oh, it also restores durability to an armor. Sure, why not? Hooray, shoes. Okay, can I inspect items before picking them up? Not really. So the felling axe, oh gosh, does actually do more damage than my sword does. It leads to skills costing more. It's also not a sword, right? Swords and axes have different movesets in this game. So I think it's the case that none of their items are ones that I want, except for maybe the battle cleaver. But I think I've seen those before as like the starting sword item. Wait a second. That 17 slashing damage minus 7 armor, I don't quite know what that means. I really doubt that means it does a total of 24 damage usually. So I'm going to ignore that and just leave these items here, possibly to collect in the future. Now, I wonder if in the brewery proper there's more going on. I'm not sure I want to steal from the brewers. However, I am a Cubs fan, so maybe I do. Let's clear this place out. Anybody inside? So these are all marked as being publicly available items, as opposed to ones that belong to someone. It's the victor's spoils, I suppose. A little hungry, a little thirsty. Our immunity is 57%. Chance of passive recovery from intoxication. Am I going to get some kind of tuberculosis at some point? I know a large portion of this game is making sure you're high on water and food, but I don't want consumption. Gotta consume. Okay. Barrel that belongs to someone. Okay. Some things belong to people and some do not. We were told that if we do a good job here, we'll be given a horse and a cart. I wonder if that horse shall be ours. Okay, there's also a main brewery to the south here. Okay, that door I can't go into. Ah, here we go. What's in this room? I see a chest. It is locked. It belongs to no one, though. And so... flour, grain, hops, cones. The practice of adding hops to beer emerged during the Radiant Wars. Long campaigns required less perishable drinks. So it is the case that I have some booze. I actually meant to use that before the fight started to make my character a little bit more into the business of fighting, but I totally forgot to do so. Okay. So that pile of grain is worth quite a bit, but it does feel like that should probably stay here in the brewery, because I assume that the brewers need it for something. Yeah, we don't want to steal from all the peasants, do we? I mean, we do, obviously, but... I do wonder if I've missed a room here, or if that's basically the whole thing. We'll say it is. And we'll go ahead and head back to home. Recognize I'm probably carrying way too much food, because of the things we're bringing home, like this pelt is new. That's about all. I maybe missed a coin purse here. So the purse here is an empty purse that I threw down. Yeah, we grabbed that and then we threw it down after it was full. Now, I don't know if I need to keep purses. Feels a little excessive to do so, but yeah, I don't know if we need to have more things. So if I just get rid of some food, like if I just eat some berries, we still have both of our foods we cooked. I can then carry back an item that's worth something, I assume. 31 money. 30 money. Maybe I shouldn't assume that the peasants have items worth anything here. So the felling axe is the best of it looks like. I feel a little bad about myself for fighting these things, but that's okay. Okay, so we want to follow the road back home. That takes us through an area we've not been in previously. And I'm excited to see what happens once we get our cart from the Lord here, and how happy that makes Werner. We spawned a rabbit. I think I'm going to off-road some more. I enjoy the possibilities of finding things. I mean, I guess there could be other characters on the road as well. Am I avoiding the road might mean I'm avoiding interesting situations. Where is Mephistopheles? I wish to meet him along the road. Or Odin. What are other stories of people meeting unexpected characters or events in life along the road? Like that blues guitarist, is it Robert Johnson? That's his name? I think so. I met the devil along the road. Oh, fireflies. Those don't exist anymore. Yeah, the crossroads, and traded his soul to learn how to play the guitar. Just vagrants and strangers wandering. It's true. Opportunity to see people. There's also that fellow who went to St. Ives and met a man with 7 wives, and each wife had 7 sacks, and each sack had 7 cats, and each cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? Alright. Is the old man at his desk? He's not. May I wake you up? Welcome back to Osbrook. About that brewery, I've cleared it out. That's great news! To be frank, I didn't expect you to pull it off. How dare you? How dare you? You'll find a cart and horse next to the stables. If you ever have business at the mill, I'll make sure my brother, the miller, sells you grain on the cheap. And here's a little extra for a job well done. Safe travels. There's an old story in your family about someone meeting a banshee. Wait, really, Marks? That's terrifying. Absolutely terrible. I love it, though. So money, a fancy brandy, and a new ring. more bleed resistance, more health, etc. And unfortunately, all those items go flying onto the ground because I have no inventory space. Odar wants us to move aside. Very well, sir, very well. Let's go back to bed. I get it, man. Okay, lots of cash there. Yeah, I thought these purses would be rare items, but they're not even a little bit. So we finally have 2 ring slots full. One ring is much worse than the other, but I'm glad to have it anyway. Alright, I know we have a quest to bring a bear skin to Bert the Merchant. So bison pelt and horns. We do have these rabbit pelts. I'm guessing I'll sell for something most likely. In old stories, banshees are messengers of death. Hey, if death has a message for me, I'm happy to chat with them. As long as the message is not about me. Like, it'd be cool to talk to the Grim Reaper. I know in some of the Terry Pratchett stories, death shows up as a character with whom to speak and engage. And he speaks in all capital letters, which is delightful in its own way, but yeah, there's a really interesting conversation with Death about the impossibility of finding meaning in our physical world, and yet humans have to believe in meaning, etc., etc. And I've used it to some effect with my students, getting them to think about, can we construct non-physical things, and what are they worth, etc. Yeah, it's in Discworld. Thank you, Vizhik. Thank you. Need to pay the innkeeper. I need a credit card to pay for this innkeeper every time I want to use the sleeping spot. Over 1,000 money now. Hello. Hello. Nothing new for sale. They will buy my brandy. Should I just sell it? Expensive, but not without its benefits. Royal physicians have been using brandy for years to treat monarchs' coughs and headaches. Haven't been too many complaints so far. I mean, I guess it's the case that the brandy is even better for morale than the mead is. So I think I'm going to sell... The mead's worth almost nothing. I'm guessing these pelts sell for a decent amount to the trapper outside. Hello, Salty is Too Salty. Great name that. How new or experienced are we? I have a total of 40 hours in this game. That said, the majority of it was when it first went to early access years and years ago. So I'm about as far into the game right now as I ever have been. I've just lost over and over again. But this time I'm playing strategically, carefully, slowly. And, you know, it's working out so far. So I think the correct thing to say is I'm not terribly experienced, for sure. Do you have any stories here? Folks want to move as far as possible. Also, you know what? I think we're about to leave town, and I just borrowed the room for a week. That seems a little excessive, perhaps. Before that, does anything go in my box here? Nah. We got stuff to sell. I guess I don't need 2 lockpick sets. And I'm down to 1 medicine. Let me grab a second one of those. Good. You're about 1,000 hours in the game. You talk to the best players in the community every day. I mean, you're talking to me, so obviously you're talking to the best player in the community. No, I really appreciate that. Thank you for your kindness. Let's sleep till 9 a.m. Extra hour of sleep this morning. Feeling right as rain. Very good. Any issues in my character's world? A little thirst, a little hunger. Feeling real good, though. Alright. Do I have the items necessary to make a full new meal? Talking to the innkeeper downstairs, the answer might be yes. So, delicious fruit salad to get us started. And then, hello friend, what do you sell? Apples. So it's on the path to fruit salad, which I don't have the pieces and parts for.
Thank you for being
Hey.
a friend.
Brick Ed, thank you for that resub. 32 more Fritz emotes. I've considered changing all of the channel emotes into emotes of my cat. Unfortunately, it costs money to have people draw emotes for me, so I've considered just taking pictures of my cat and making them very tiny and hoping for the best. But Brickhead, thank you for the 33 months subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so this is fruit saladville, I'm afraid. We can go buy some veggies outside. We'll do that for sure. But first, is Peltman available? Hello, Peltman. I have pelts for you. He sells for about, or buys for about the same amount as the person inside did. Does not want my henbane very well. Oh, I need to make sure I repair my crowbar at the blacksmith. Let's go do that. Horse needs shoeing. I have no horse yet. Hello, friend. Okay. This wire, I'm sure I can use for something eventually. I'll sell it for now. So please repair all my junk, including secret crowbar. Nice. Okay. Random axe for you. Hey, how's it going, Zigger? Need to try the game again. You bought it a while back and really enjoyed it. Yeah, same for me. Same for me indeed. It's a game that I aptly tickled to play, we'll say. It's a game that I get real joy out of playing every single time I do, and so we're gonna keep playing it for a while here. Okay, better organized than before. He is selling the same items as previously. He's a level 1-2 trader. I think he's just a level 1 before. So maybe that's better. Waiting for you. May I please buy mushroom? I think it's mushroom veggie. Perhaps. There must be a closer campfire. Can I cook on the blacksmith's forge? I cannot, unfortunately. Hello to you, junk dealer. I really have nothing to sell anymore, do I? Ooh, what's this? An academy cloak. Better nature resistance and magic resistance. Okay, this seems like it's made for a mage rather than a me. So we don't need that right now, but cool new item. I love seeing new items. Hunting Crimson Headband. Better kinds of resistance. Okay. A tribute to the principle that offense is the finest form of defense. So this is just do more damage, LOL. It has much lower durability. Huh. Well, maybe. Fearless Gold Ring. More magic power, more energy, more fortitude. We don't know what fortitude means yet. Can I find that somewhere? F is for fortitude. Affects the duration of negative physical, mental, and linger effects like bleed, etc. Also reduces loss of morale and sanity. Morale is so important for her that I think I might take this one. I think magic power is not important to me right now, but give up 2 health and bleed resistance. Yeah. Hooray morale. Cat. This enchantment scroll is 200 money. I wonder if I can enchant my special items that are already purple. I'm guessing I can't. But you know what? Let's buy an enchantment scroll. No, you can't use it on things that are purple. Why do I have a cudgel? Did I drop my shield and buy a cudgel accidentally? Or pick up a cudgel accidentally? Mike, thanks for that resub. Happy Friday and soon to be Friday for others. It is indeed Friday here. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Thank you for kindness, very much indeed. Okay. I feel that I should save the enchantment scroll for later. However, I'm going to put it onto my gold ring. Boop. It replaced... it replaced the earlier enchantment. I lost my fortitude bonus and got a health bonus now. I thought it would add a second enchantment. Alright, we've learned a lesson. That's unfortunate. I bought it because of an expensive reroll indeed. Yeah, I got a reroll on it. So I should have put on my copper chain or my shoes or something. That feels terrible. Where's the undo button? Where's the Control Z? Is that right? I think Control Z. That's... Okay, we learned a valuable lesson. Experience is a cruel teacher, isn't it? If you put enchants on a blue item or roll it to one item. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. So I'm guessing I dropped my my shield over here. Well, off we go. I was planning to do cooking. Back to the brewery first. We're optimistic once more. That's good. I'm not sure we're getting anything for going out on this hike, but... My precious shield. It's what I get for playing Iron Man. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with doing things wrong and making the oopsie-doopsies, but... It's always a little annoying when I have a certain plan and the plan just fails. And that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out eventually. It's a minor loss, right? Though it's really cool to have the stat I wanted, bonus health is still nice enough. 103 health. Oh, how it climbs. Okay, so northeast. So I think one east, one north will take us there. What are you? Nettles. I wonder if it's possible to play as an alchemist, like throw fire bombs at the enemies and so on. Straight north. Okay. So hopefully the items on the ground did not despawn. We fought over this way, I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey! So there's new people here. The brewers and such are around. Did they steal my shield? Okay. So in the resetting of this map for new characters, I believe they did indeed get rid of my my shield. You don't look like you're from around here. You got nothing for sale. Very well. I wonder if the main brewer inside would be very happy with me for helping out and giving my shield back. Okay, nobody inside right now. Also, the chest that we opened previously now belongs to someone else. Previously we could have stolen from it, now no. Hello, Colleen. What a lovely bucket you have. I have no need for your bucket. Hello, guardsmen. What are you doing here? They'll sell me cheese, steel fragments to repair my armor if need be. I think the carpenter will sell me a shield. I don't think it's this shield I'd like, but we'll see in a second anyway. Okay, I can cook here with my pile of garbage. Potato with mushrooms. Potato, potato, mushroom, mushroom. Glorious. Okay. I have only one egg. You have to have 2 eggs to make your fried eggs course. We'll keep our eye out for one more. Before you start a tip frenzy, do I want to know if I like tips or not? I mean, it's always hard for me to explain this. On the one hand, I like it when people who are knowledgeable share their knowledge. I don't like it when they tell me directly what to do too often. I like the experience of figuring out games. especially if someone who is bright and clever is the only person talking in chat. That feels bad, man. So I'm not sure I can explain other than, like, you know, read the room. Allow me to be somewhat newbie at times, make my mistakes and so on. If there are mechanics I clearly don't understand, go wild. But if it's just like, the ideal way to play this game is, and you're not an ideal player, etc., like, that's less helpful for me. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a great way of explaining it. I've been streaming for more than a decade now, and I still don't have a great way of explaining how I feel about quote-unquote help. Is there some idiom used by other streamers to explain these things? I know that the simple "don't backseat" is often used, but I find it's kind of unhelpful, because it then requires one to define what is backseating. You min-max your build? Yeah, definitely this is my first playthrough, so I will not be min-maxing anything. I will be just trying to figure out what looks fun on my first time through. Some years back, we played Hearts of Iron 4, a game I do enjoy, but pretty much every viewer who knew the game would come in and say, show me your, what's it, squad planner? And then immediately criticize what I was trying to do. And that didn't feel great. I didn't like that at all. Hello, Carpenter, do you have a shield for me? You do! The fish shield returns to me. Division planner, thank you, thank you. I don't like who's a min-maxing player. No, if you like min-maxing, I mean, more power to you, seriously. It's just that, when I'm first figuring out a game, I enjoy making dumb decisions at times. For example, losing my shield and having to buy a brand new one. Alright, I think we're in good shape to leave this town. I'm sure there are more things that are worth buying and worth checking out, but I like how we're set up. So I think we were told that next to the tavern is where our horse-drawn carriage is waiting for us. Okay, Brother Man Heater just updated his items. It looks like. Oh, man. I really wish that I had built a two-handed sword from the beginning. I'm okay with staying in the sword and board, but I think it's so funny or fun, I'm not sure which one, to do two-handed sword nonsense and just pure attack forever and always. We're finding items that are potentially on the road to being better than our current armor. I like that we have crit avoidance. Okay, so splint bracers in place of blacksmith mittens. We lose some energy, but these seem better overall. I can't buy everything I would like to buy, but I can buy some things I might like to buy. The Drifter sword appears to be an upgrade on my current sword. Huh. The question is, do I want counter chance or accuracy? There's a fancy hat here also. Alright, I'm going to buy these bracers. They're the first item I saw and said, oh, that looks kind of cool. And so we'll buy the looks kind of cool thing. Hello, bracers. Those are an upgrade on my gloves. He does not want to buy my gloves, unfortunately. They're garbage to him. That looks great. We have to make sure we have enough enough energy to actually do things, but sacrificing a little bit for better armor looks wonderful. With 280 money remaining, I can't quite afford new boots. But If I sell some things I could. Let's not right now. Okay. So we're going to go visit the tailor person here. Sell him my gloves. There are other contracts to do here, or are there actually? I mean, there's one contract to go fight a bison. I don't think I'm quite ready for that, but we'll keep our eyes out. What's this? A traveling cape. Well, it's very attractive. And it's straight upgrades. Goodbye, old cloak. Hello, new cloak. Nice. I do like it when these characters get new items. It's really fun. What's this? A slinger pouch. Rests securely against the body, even when stuffed to the brim with stones. Do I have a backpack? I can carry more items. Wait, 1 second. It says securely with stones. Oh, it's slinger, like David and Goliath. So it really is, I can carry stones the end. I thought it was a backpack in general. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame, okay. Why do they call it Stoneshard instead of rocks difficult? A fine question, my friend. A fine question that. This is a straight upgrade also. I need another 54 money to get there. That's not going to happen. We'll find a proper backpack someday, I'm sure. For now, once more into the breach, I believe. Okay, so apparently there are more contracts available from the boss man here. I would enjoy engaging in more contracts before leaving this place. What jobs do you have? I really do enjoy the dungeoneering in this game. Finding items I can't possibly carry back home. So let's see. Hello, sir. What more do you have for me? You're in the right place. Here are the contracts. The Forbidden Grimoire, or Rumors of Bloodsuckers. Is this necromancers or vampires? I don't want to fight vampires. It's probably a path to becoming a vampire. I'll try the Forbidden Grimoire. The Old Grave. If the rumors hold any weight, the Ordered sealed a heretical folio within one of the chambers, so it could never fall into the wrong hands. Unfortunately, the Old Grave's been poorly guarded for who knows how long, so yet another warlock slipped inside. I don't care what it takes, the folio must be found and brought to a safer place. What should I expect? How much time? 3 days. What's the location? A few halls. Who's in charge there? Some odd character obsessed with digging up bone, who's clearly read one heretical book too many. What's the reward? 420 money. Okay. I can collect something from the bailiff also, it says. That's the reward. Alright, so this is our first time possibly finding a magical character. Out this way at the Old Grave. Okay, well, we're going nice and westerly this time. I should definitely go save. Friends, it's 11 o'clock. I have 1 hour of streaming remaining. As I said earlier, I have to give an exam this afternoon. I will tell you honestly and sincerely, this exam does not yet exist. I know roughly what I need to give them. I know roughly the questions I need to ask. I just haven't spent time yet, you know, sitting down and putting the words on pages. So, yeah, that needs to happen this afternoon. And then also I'm missing I'm meeting a student for coffee before that. I think a student wants my help in studying for the exam. But she set it up as a, hey, let's talk a while about the semester and how that went and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, we'll see what comes of it. And that's all fine. Good morning, world. Oh my goodness, so hungry, so thirsty. We'll hit this pretty hard. And we'll eat some tasty pancakes. Good. We have 2 meals with us. Hope that's enough. And, Jabbar's here. Jabbar, the person who is a blacksmith. Can you teach me things? For big money, they'll maybe teach me things. I don't know how much big money is in this game, but the characters say they'll teach me things if I ask nicely. Let's take hunter-style drumsticks. Give a ton of resistance going into fights. I had no idea. Good to know. Got food, got water. No pancakes for sale this time. Do you have pancakes? I'm guessing that pancakes are like a level 1 garbage food, but I like the idea of eating them. Garlic cheese bread. Yes, please. This evening, my wife and I might go get Indian dinner. We're heading over to a Magic the Gathering store so I can potentially get a pre-order on Reality Fracture, a set that's coming up before too long, but the man said he's only interested in giving pre-orders to people who play at his store, and so I'm hoping if I go and spend enough money, not a ton, but a little money there, he'll let me get a pre-order, because I keep pre-ordering Magic the Gathering sets, and then people cancel the pre-order on me on the day of release, and that feels real bad. So if I can just get a pre-order that actually delivers to my house and doesn't leave me sad and alone and having to pay double prices, I'll be very pleased. I do enjoy my collecting of Magic the Gathering, but being in a country that does not speak my language is very challenging, as there are only so many English language cards available here. But that's this evening's problem. Today's problem is working our way to the far west to find that old grave. Spooky. In many other games, swords are not especially good against bones. So I wonder if we're going to have trouble killing skeletons with our sword. Like, usually one would use a hammer against skeletons. But I don't know how to use a hammer. Also, there's a river ahead. I hope we can find a bridge for it. A new kind of forest here, it looks like. A little bit fuller, maybe? There are owls here also. Also, a couple of you said that you'd be showing your Magic the Gathering collections over on Discord, and I've not seen a single image posted yet. All I want to see are your old cards from days past. Suddenly, we're on the open plain. We see a hedgehog. It has night vision. Despite their small size, hedgehogs are brave, inquisitive little creatures. Oh no. Can it not cross the water? It can. Do I try to kill this hedgehog? No, there's no reason to do that. Hey, there's leeches here. I wonder if those could be used for medical purposes. Let's go grab some leeches. Man, if I drown out here, that's no good. Leeches. Lowers morale, lowers intoxication, and gives more immunity. Also improves a body part's condition. So apparently we can suck out the illness. Also, we just had a leg cramp. I guess swimming was no good. We had very low energy. So we're incredibly wet right now from swimming across. Just play cubes, Doom Clown, I appreciate that. The issue is I don't play. I've never played a game of Magic the Gathering in my adulthood. I played 2 or 3 games when I was a kid, but the whole shtick is I don't play the game, I just like the pretty colors on the cards. It's a rabbit. Hello, rabbit. I think this is the part where I wish I had non-melee ways of engaging with characters. But we're wasting our time right now until we heal up or cool down or stop being wet. I don't know how to start a fire, unfortunately, so we just kind of walk in circles for a time, eating whatever we manage to find. Delicious. Delicious. And I guess we have some hunger and thirst. Oh, actually, I didn't refill my water skins before leaving town. I most certainly should have done that, but didn't even think of it, honestly. I don't really want to wait here for another 240 steps. So we're going to head along. If we ended up a fight against a lightning mancer, that'd be very unfortunate. Alright, here is the spooky, spooky graveyard. And if I end up not be able to fight anything because of my wrong kind of weapon, I will run away absolutely. So I'm going to poke around for a moment before we head inside to the Toombaza. I'm just seeing a bunch of crows. Someone has dug up some graves. There are more tombs. Wait, the tombs are openable. You don't go inside of them. A bucket and some bones. Bucket of bones. And there's another tomb to the northeast here. Is it grave robbing if someone else has already opened the grave? For reasons of maintaining my quote-unquote morality, I need to say that no, it's not. That said, there is an undug grave here. I don't have a shovel, so I wonder if that's digging by hand. Is this the way in over here? Okay, this is the way in over here. I'm so curious what's in these undug graves. Let's find out. Okay, this is digging with one's bare hands. She says she's almost there. Okay, so digging 5 or 6 times you can and get in there and find some items that are not worth a ton of money. This is me visiting the dead. This is the story I'm going to use. It's me visiting the dead as opposed to stealing from them. I think we need to find a shovel most likely to speed this up. I wish there were a button for recovering. Because I think I might be a monster right now. Also, I do worry that digging these up makes it more likely for the necromancer to necromance. Huh, so digging from different spots gives the character different claims about how hard it is to dig through. Also, at the end of the day, if all of these messed up my hand, she says. Also, morale is getting lower and lower as we dig through graves. Apparently, this is not what my character wants to be doing with her life. Last one, I swear. Unidentified headgear. It's very poor condition. Healing peasant hat. More health restoration. Oh no. It's grave robbery after all. So if I got this repaired, it would be an upgrade on what I have right now. Except lower durability, it looks like. If I don't play Magic, why are the cards going to be in English? Because I enjoy being able to easily read the things I have and talk about them. If I'm unable to read the card, then I can't effectively say like, hey, I'd like to see a copy of blah, blah, blah. Unless I go and spend more time learning Japanese. Drek, it's good seeing you. Alright. In we go. To find what we can. But yeah, at some level, it's not essential that my cards are all in English. It's just easier for me if they are. Okay, we've been told that there is a spooky guy in here. Oh, also, I need to search for traps here. That's right. Okay. Low danger. Apparently, I'm able to kill these relatively easily. Abominable vitality. 53% chance to avoid death, fully replenishing itself. Dark vision. Oh, it is dark in here, isn't it? Okay, next step. It charged in. I blocked the attack, thank goodness. Okay, we want to cleave now. We want to... So both of us are fumbling back and forth right now. Where you go, man? Okay, one down. It actually factually died. Okay, so just like plain old fighting back in the fort there worked fine. We didn't take any conditional damage. Again, gotta look for traps as we go. Aha! There's one. Also, this is a restless peasant, no problem. I'll put you back to rest, I yell. That's good. So I don't fully understand the fumbling mechanics. Man, this guy has not died yet in, I think, 2 death chances. Yeah, when the enemy is killed, the chance of surviving if it gives up a body part. We're gonna disengage. In that last case, I should have waited a turn and cleaved to finish off the weaker one. Okay, we can read through. One of the peasants took 20 damage into an arm. Okay, this one's weaker here. Down it goes. Yeah, in this case, we don't need to use our seize the initiative. We can just fight. These pieces of cloth can be used, I believe, to repair my own items. Is that true? Yes, it is. Nice. Daggers and such, not really needed. More old coins. Okay, we'll go and disarm this trap, get a little experience points. 30 for stopping that. Yeah, so this wait, the Forbidden Grimoire's right there. Is this the easiest mission ever? Wait, where's the Necromancer? Okay, I'm guessing when I pick this up, the Necromancer's going to show up and get real bad real quick. So let me go ahead and eat something to feel better about my life. Okay, I'm a little overstuffed, so I have lower dodge, that's fine. I have a feeling that when I touch that, something's going to happen. Like, this might be a portal right here of some sort. Let's find out. Ray, you are allowed to help him to a certain degree. Just not too much. Ah! I have a curse now. I have the Curse of Agony for picking up the Forbidden Grimoire. It's protected by an occult magic. A compilation of forbidden knowledge written in a strange language. Gives us a distinctly foreboding aura. So I become more pained. I do less damage, etc., etc. If I set it down to go away, nope, it's still there. Cool. So I worry that the alleged Necromancer is in fact, I don't know why I did that, is in fact the fellow who asked me to bring him this thing. So we are somewhat weaker against this kind of enemy because of all of the negations, all of the curses. Please die. Okay, I'm taking serious damage right now. In a bit of pain, which will lower my morale. What do I have that lowers pain, if anything? Not really much. Not really much. That's fine. We'll fight it out. Don't know about mini rooms additional loot. I have no idea, my friend. Okay, free attack. This enemy just dropped his weapon. Okay. Everybody's down. No problem. So we can pass some turns and heal up for free. Oh, the booze helps with, yeah, the booze helps with feeling better about ourselves for a little bit. Man, we're almost to 50 pain. Okay, pain is going up. Why is pain going up? As opposed to going down. Oh, the curse of agony just leads to pain going up. Tick, tick, tick forever. Why did I pick us up? Okay. I can drink more booze. This will lead to pain resistance, but doesn't lead to pain going down exactly. Huh. I want to fight my way through here. Oh, this is not the way out. Whoops. Okay, grab some money. Grab figurine. Our pain level is now... It's staying at 50, thank goodness. Okay, so... My character's not exactly wandering where I want her to wander. I would like to fight more, but I'm not sure I should. Huh, almost walked into a trap. No good, no good. Well, I guess we're to fight some more. If I step in, I get a free attack here. I can't step around the corners. We pass one turn. Cool. I don't know why I just cleaved there. And my character can play poorly, but I cannot. We've been immobilized due to a strangling grasp. We're fine. I feel a surge of courage. So I'm now a hero. If I get a kill, I get health back. Our health is getting very, very low. Huh. Please die. Grokking Tim, thank you for putting some magic photos on Discord. I can't wait to see them. I appreciate anyone sharing things in their life in general, but especially Magic the Gathering stuff. Okay. So some of us need to heal pretty badly all at once. But doing this leads me not attacking for a turn. Yeah? Wait, does that consume a turn or no? Okay, we win. We win? Thank goodness we win. We're in incredible pain, though. Oh, I was having such a fun time too, team. Oh, that's really cool, Drek. That's really cool. I wish I had more opportunity to spend time talking with union organizers and such. But unfortunately. Okay, this hat gives me more health. Drek, I want to talk more about that in the future. But can't right now. We heal worse. We lost health. We're going to lose max health consistently. Why? So someone in channel said, LOL Resorty, you should go do more quests. Okay, I need to take this thing home, obviously. Temples. Pounding. body falling apart. We've lost some max health, around to 77. It is going up again. Alright. The world is not as bad as it was. Oh, the curse is gone now? Oh, is the curse only inside of the Toomba? Oh. Oh, that does change matters, doesn't it? Alright, the world is good once more. I do wish I spent more time looting down there, but for right now we're just fine. No concerns at all. We'll go ahead and have a little drink to celebrate our freedom from that terrible curse. Ray, I appreciate your attempt to assist, but if you're the only person talking in chat, it feels weird, man. So yeah, please let me make my mistakes and have my fun and all the rest. But thank you for trying to help the old resorty not lose the whole match all at once. Oh, that's really cool, Drek. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't discuss this right now, but I'm glad you're having interesting connections with people who are on the forefront of thinking about the role of work and the structure of work in contemporary life. Very cool stuff. We're optimistic once more. Also, an enforcer is coming our way. These are the big dum-dums, a big stick to fight. Come along, my friend. Come along, come along, come along. We walk in. We get knockbacked. The enforcer is bleeding. I am in pain from being smashed, but we're fine. He just loaded up a big attack, so I'm going to disengage. Awesome. Awesome. In this game, mistakes compound fast. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I just keep swinging my weapon and hope that we win. And if we don't, that's fine. We haven't lost the entire game yet at any point, and so gradually we complete our missions. 2 more to the east to deliver this item home. After the occult grimoire, or unholy grimoire, whatever we call it, is returned home, I kind of want to go explore that dungeon some more. I'm a little surprised we didn't run into the boss, such as he is, while stealing his book. For being the most important item he's ever owned, the most notable piece of literature in his life, he sure did leave it on some random shelf somewhere. Now maybe we got the fake grimoire, maybe there's a real one. The unabridged version of the same. We've been bamboozled. There are a number of items we'd like to repair when we get back to town. I need to figure out what to do with the healing helmet, as it does have substantially less durability. So the trade-off between the items seems to be substantially better, but also does seem to, perhaps wear out faster. So it's not obviously a straight upgrade, but lets me heal. I think anything that gives me automatic healing seems really quite strong right now. And we ended up down at like 26 health that time. That was definitely not ideal. Have I noticed item tiers? I've seen that the different vendors, present different tiers of items. They were initially just tier 1, then they were tier 1/2. They'll probably keep on going up eventually to 4, 5, 6, etc. He will buy the grimoire. He'll buy the empty bottle. That seems good. Actually, how much? It doesn't say how much the bottle carries. I wonder if we could fill it up like a water container. Yeah, we don't have much to sell from that adventure, but we can make some fried eggs. Let's see real quick. So fried eggs is just 2 eggs. Are there other dishes I can make that require eggs? I don't think so. No, not right now. At some point we might end up learning additional recipes with additional ingredients. But for right now, fried eggs. Let's go. Do it twice. I only have the 1 spare plate right now, so I can't fry eggs again. But we can gobble that down in the morning to feed us and then come back out in a bit. Okay, upstairs we go. 11:30. I'm not sure I have time to do another day right now. I do stream again tomorrow, and so we could continue this game tomorrow. I need to at least go turn in the grimoire and gobble down some eggs. We are thirsty also. We gotta fix that. I'm not sure I should leave all of the food inside of just one cooking location. But for right now, it's okay to stay there. Okay. Have some drinks. Okay. Let's head on now to the mayor, or overlord, or boss, or whatever he calls himself, and see what he says about us stealing an item that was so terribly cursed. Here is the item. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Here's your well-deserved reward. By the way, I'll make sure everyone in the village knows your exploits. It's another fine pile of coin, though not as much last time. Or at least I've spent much more freely this time than last. Okay. The clicking, it confuses me. We have items to sell also, and so that'll help us get our cash increased a little bit. I like that we can put some items into the hearse. You were shocked at the voice acting at the start of the game. Yeah, Drek, it's a little surprising. At the start of the game, there's that really nice voiceover explaining what's going on in the story so far. It'd be absolutely fantastic if that continued and you had more storyline throughout the game, but I think as right now they're working on other stuff. Maybe we should offer to record record voices for them. I think that'd be great fun. Okay, repair this also. Grand. Okay, let's pop down to the clothier. Every NPC in Elder Scrolls Online is voiced. I had no idea. I've played some of the Elder Scrolls games. I've never played online. Perhaps thank goodness on that one. Okay, how do we compare these hats? So the non-healing one has more protection, more physical resistance. So it has more resistances in general. However, the blue one has better dodge and healing and so on. Alright, I'm going to go down a tier on hats to have the magical bit, I think. Is this a good idea? I do not know. Have I done it? Yes, I have. Is that fine? I guess so. Let's go ahead and fill up our items of water once more. Exceptional. And then we'll say hi over here real quick. And then I'd like to head back into the dungeon once more. Anti-magic kettle helmet. Better magic resistance costs basically all of my money. Oh, wow. We could also enchant our cape, possibly. Enchantments, though, are 200 money. You know what? Sure. Random enchantments, what fun. Use on the cape. It is now an impenetrable traveling cape. 3% more physical resistance. Fantastic. Couldn't be better if we tried. Is that true? I don't know. Alright. I'm sure there are more nice things to buy, but we have only 350 money. I'll put some boots. 424. 424 for better boots. So a substantial reduction in dodge. However, a lot better on all the physical resistances and protection. I don't know what I would sell to get there, so maybe after the mission we can do this. Is it possible to, what's the phrase for it? Like, fast travel? I don't think so. At least not at this point. Maybe once you have the cart going, you can fast travel at least a little bit. Once again, it's time to go hiking across the map 4 times. I look forward to maybe fighting the boss. I think that's the last thing I'd like to do today is have a little melee versus magic. Also, I'm recognizing I haven't yet chosen any skills that involve my shield. I should probably do something with the shield as opposed to just endlessly swinging and hoping to get counterattacks infrequently. So I'd like to find more nests. I do enjoy stealing birds' children. Just the unfertilized ones, don't you worry. Anyone want to talk about cloacas? Is that going to be the topic of the day while I try to fill time walking back and forth across the map? Let's not. Let's not. I'm sorry for even saying that word. Okay, this is our very first location. I think this game, more than some others, really tempts the player to bring along all possible items. And if one wants to do so, they can walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, attempting to make a lot of money. And I like that's a possibility. And it's probably a good and safe way to level up as opposed to just going and fighting whatever appears. But isn't it more exciting to just go and fight whatever appears? If only there were a hidden something. Oh, I guess I can use my examine surroundings. Does it find treasure or it finds secret passages also? So it doesn't discover treasure, but secret passages. I have to try and find more of those. Also, a new kind of tree here. Is it a weeping willow that's called, maybe? Definitely different than the oaks and the acorns we found a bit ago. So last time we crossed the river by mad dashing past the hedgehog, but not this time. Arna announces that she's drowning at some point, so I wonder how swimming works in this game. If she doesn't know how to swim, or if, like in Fallout, is her armor too heavy, and so she immediately sinks to the bottom of the river. You have to gradually climb your way across the river. If you've never been through this absolute frustration, going deep while wearing power armor is a surefire way to then have to walk across the bottom of a river or walk across the bottom of a bit of the ocean even. And the visibility is so poor in Fallout when you're at the bottom of a river. Oh, can I not go back in? Is it a one and done? Oh, video game. I think this was the entrance right here. So it collapsed without its magic book. And so I don't get to fight the boss. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, again, I've learned a valuable lesson here. That's really unfortunate, though. Huh. Well... well... do I just hop back to town now? Yeah, it's definitely an interesting... you can tell a cool roleplay story about that, right? You can tell a story of, oh, the only thing keeping this place up was the magical power of this book. And without it, the tomb collapsed, breathing its final long sigh. You know, or whatever, but... yeah, I would have liked if the boss, such as he is, defended his magic item. And that my roguishness had been punished in some way. Yeah, I guess we just head back to the city then, and talk to Werner. And use the cart to blow this popsicle stand. And see what Area 2 of the game looks like. And I'm taking... oh! Point of interest! Point of interest! The farther we get from our starting city, the more I worry this interest will just be, you know, death. We have to cross the river again. Oh, so it looks like the darker water is quite deep and leads to the character getting quite wet. Now, even though it's raining outside, the quite wetness does dry off. I think if I stay underneath a tree, it's good to go. We're now resting, but we're a little thirsty also. Why does she not just open her mouth to the sky? Well, as a child, I really enjoyed doing that. I really enjoyed trying to drink from the rain. I haven't tried that in a very, very long time, which is perhaps for the best. But something was draining my mana also. Okay, Droopy, I missed that entirely. I totally missed that I was losing my mana at some point. Right, wetness of 3. Oh gosh! So lightning strike was incredibly close by. I'm glad to see it can't start a fire. But I wonder if it is possible this game to be struck by lightning. I know in RimWorld it is possible to have characters struck by lightning. It's a heck of a frustration when that happens. 1 south. So thus far, every point of interest has been there's a collection of enemies waiting for you. I wonder if that will continue here. So while we're wet, we have a higher chance of fumbling. I think that's the only element about which I'm concerned right now. Also, I did just pick up a stick I accidentally clicked on. Oh! A deer! Oh, a deer. I'd like to fight. I can step in towards it, but I'm not going to get close enough to actually fight. Oh, a nest. Where's the point of interest? So it might just be a deer trail. It is indeed just the place where the deer live. Now, can I find a buck that wants to fight me? And is that an error if so? This place is well known to local hunters. Taking a trip there is pretty much guarantees scoring game. I'm guessing I should buy a bow and arrow. Even if I don't become very good at it, it'll at least let me engage an enemy. Speaking of enemies, the wolf takes on a territorial posture. How many wolves can there be? So it's a medium danger enemy with so many abilities. Warns all wolves within 20 tiles of the enemy's whereabouts. Wolves are definitely alone. Right you are, my friend. And it's not that they stack abilities by, yeah, it's not that they stack abilities by being closer together. Do I fight them? Would that be fun? Have a drink. I can't see him. There he is. Okay. Free attack. Oh, he doesn't step in, actually. Okay, unfortunately, you can't cleave through a tree. Huh. Did I make a poor decision here? Hey, she got second wind. More health, more energy, fight, fight, fight forever. One's running. That is glorious. I am now having a bleed in the torso. I am now having a bleed in the arm also. Thank you for the 100 bits, Klaus. How's it going? Allow me to finish this battle, then I'll read your presumably joke. Please die. Cleave. We killed a wolf. We're in terrible condition, but we killed a wolf. A+, yes, thank you. I'm very particular about dating choices and who I sit alone and quiet together when in a theater. First, I love taking them out a few times to get Indian food, then we'll see a movie together. A few times to get Indian food, and then a movie together. My last relationship, it went non Batman. I realize it's supposed to be Batman, but I like reading it just the way it was. Non. Thank you, Klaus, for your generous gift of the money to the stream. I'm sorry for misreading your joke. It is a funny one. Probably text-to-speech would have done better than I did, but what's new? Alright, we fought one wolf successfully. Also, I don't know if I know how to cut apart bodies here. I don't think I do, unfortunately, so the wolf will remain unskinned for time being. Non Batman. I'm sorry. I feel like I did a genuinely horrible thing by reading that joke wrong. Alright. There must be more wolves out here. There must be more wolves, and I, whatever my name is, the Wolf Hunter, will defeat them one and all. Yeah, I think had that last battle continued much longer with the two of them, we would have died. I mean, obviously the bleed and the broken arm were a bit of an issue. But nah, we're in good shape. We'll head back to town, we'll drop off some items, we'll save, and that's probably the stream, unfortunately. Tomorrow's stream, I do intend to be a continuation of this playthrough. I see it down here as a point of interest and the Drunken Woodsman Inn. I'd be very glad to go there. We just yelled out nothing to worry about. I worried that meant we saw an enemy, but no, that's simply Arna being optimistic about today. That's good. Yeah, I'd love to check these places out this way. I mean, that's called an inn. Suggests I can probably save there, but I don't want to go anywhere that might lead to us exploring new places or needing to fight their substantial enemies before we say goodbye today, because I do have to go write an exam. That is what is next. I haven't decided yet how hard I'm making this exam. There's an easy version, not easy, there's a reasonable difficulty version and a somewhat more challenging version, and what it depends on entirely is how much context I give the students on their questions. One can construct questions of the form like, consider blah, write about blah. On the way, make sure you consider A, B, C, right? And then you kind of give them a little outline, and then fill in the outline. Or you just say, consider A. Write me an essay about B. Thank you. And so with very little context, it becomes much, much harder. Now, if they've taken part in the class thus far, they should know what's going on, but I think this class has tried fairly hard, so I'll probably give them the, I'm lost. I'll probably give them the more supported version of the essay I want them to write. Now, occasionally, some of my former students watch streams. I can't say what the essay's about, of course. Oh, speaking of which, last Saturday, we played Binding of Isaac on stream, and I had fun, but I did not play particularly well. And about 20 minutes after I ended stream, in my school email box, I received an email of the form, "Hey Resorty, here are some tips on Binding of Isaac," from one of my random students, and that was an absolute delight. Speaking of delights, it was fun hanging out with you today. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your company. Thank you for the tips and subscriptions and conversation and all the rest. It was a fun day. Back tomorrow to do more Stoneshard. Surely we will not die. Good night, friends. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.